Good people. Good people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I fade this music down. Get on my side. Drop the beat now. What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad, and I'm back for another Monday. Happy Monday to you. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can. What if I hit that button? That's how I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna leave it just like that. This is why I can move around and have my head all into the black part. What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad, and we're back for another one. Wonderful Monday. Happy Monday to all my people out there in YouTube land. My boy Steve M is on the building. Chris is in the building, representing both on Twitch and on YouTube. You can do the same by jumping in on both accounts. You get yourself two chances to win our lovely $10 eShop card. Shout out to 90s Misfit. He was our winner from last week. And 90s just got his card today. I'm sorry, 90s. You know what? I meant to send it out early, but, man, I just got so busy, man. I forgot. So charges to my head, not to my heart, man. Just been busy. Basketball season starting for me. So those of you who don't know who your boy Gaming Dad is, a basketball coach. I'm not a head coach, but I'm a coach. I'm an assistant coach. Well, basketball season in full stream, and today, man, I tell you, man, I was out there hooping with the kids. We was one man short, because it's always kind of short in the beginning of the season because of football season still going on. A lot of our players that play also play football. So here in Georgia, they can't really cross over, so that, you know, when football season is done, then they can come. But until then, you know, and our team is pretty good, and they win Friday. They'll have, you know, home field advantage for the playoffs. So shout out to Rockmart High School. But you know what? It is what it is. Let me get myself kind of situated. I've had a really interesting couple weeks. Just a little shout out to, you know, let you know what's going on with me. I recently was working two jobs. I was working really two full-time jobs, and made a decision to let one go. Just kind of this, you know, it's like. And it was a lot of money to walk away from, but man, you know what? Sometimes you got to make tough decisions, man. And my kids and my time with my wife, man, was dwindling. You know, because I was always working, man. If I, you know, I got YouTube and things of that nature. So I made the decision, man. And so, so far, so good. You know, you got to ask me in about 3 months. So I decided to say, if I'm going to dedicate this kind of time working for somebody else, I might as well dedicate that same time trying to build my businesses. And then I got quite a few that I do, from DJing, from photography. And so I figured that I would dedicate more time to them, and then hope, you know, and pray that those things flourish. And then I won't have to work two jobs. I'm going to just, you know, work my businesses. So that's what your boy is at currently right now, man. So I hope you guys are having a good week. So then get into some comments like we always do early on Monday. My boy Steve M says, Metroid Dread is so good. I just got the gravity suit and spin attack, and movement is even more fluid and fast. I have not gotten that far yet, because you know what? I can only play so much. So you know, I can get little small smidgets. Like I gotta kind of make myself say, hey, you know what? I can only play Metroid for about 30 minutes. I gotta set a timer, because other things I gotta do. You know, your boy been putting out a lot more videos, especially since I decided to make this move, and I want to get as many as I can out there. And I'm thinking about, and I'm really, really thinking about, and I kind of would love you guys' opinion because I value my community. I'm thinking about doing how can I say it? A news info show. I don't know how to say that. See, this is like a live stream info, but like during the week, you know what I'm saying? Or during like every 2 or 3 days, or maybe even every day, you know, I just have a show that comes on maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Give you what's going on in the news world and bounce, you know. I'm thinking about doing that, giving myself more of an exposure. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on how I should do it. I kind of want to be different than anybody else's out there. So I'm a firm believer that sometimes you don't have all the answers, and I know you guys are intelligent, and I value you guys tremendously. So I would love to hear you guys' opinion on that matter. So let me go ahead and finish. I got my boy Steve M. So my boy Chris is in the building. He says, "What's up? What's up? What's up, my end? I'm the man." I just love that show, boy. He said, "I've been playing Pumpkin Jack for my Halloween game this year. It's on the eShop for like $13 right now. Plays like Jack and Dexter." Wow. That's a big time compliment to put it in that same light. Cause Jack and Dexter was pretty fun, man. My kids played the piss out of the game. I'm sorry, good people. I'm just looking for my. Oh, there we go. My little sippy sip. My little vitamin drink. I've been drinking since early this morning. But yeah, $13. You know what? I was gonna pick that game up. I think maybe last Halloween, but it was a little bit more expensive than that. For $13, man, that's not a bad pickup at all. I might have to look into that. Hey, Geeky on the building, Sardine dude. Listen to Life is Pablo right now. You listen. I have to admit, you listen. Kanye got to be one of your favorites. Geeky, let me get you on the board. Geeky, I love the pictures on Facebook with Ben as Spider-Man and the baby dressed up as a dinosaur. I love it, love it, love it, love it to death. I was like, man, look at that baby looking just like you. The baby looked like you. Ben looked like his daddy, but the baby looked like you, hands down. It's almost like Smith had no no involvement in making that baby. I said, look at little Geeky go. Look at this. Copyright strike intensified. What did I do for copyright strike? Man, listen, all them songs I play, I get free from YouTube. So I hope it ain't me. Or is it the 007? Man, listen, they copyright strike me for 007, man. I would be extra upset. But shout out to Guerrilla Tactics. Benj is in the building. Ben says, what up to everybody? Let me get y'all on the board. Guerrilla Tactics. Boom. Got him. He said, first of all, Guerrilla Tactics said copyright strike intensifies. He said, bruh, do you ever take time for you? That's a great question, man. You know what? When you got kids, it'd be different if I had like one or two children. And then, I can probably, you can make those things happen. But, your boy gave me that got 5, man. I just couldn't, I just couldn't, keep it together. But I got 5 kids, man. And you know what? And so, I love being a good Santa, man. I love being a good Santa. And I think, if anything I can take back from my childhood is that even though we didn't have much, and my mom made sure when she was alive, she made sure that, Christmas was that deal. And so I always try to make sure my kids, they understand like, hey, Christmas is something we don't slack on. That's my favorite time of the year, my favorite holiday. And I'm hoping, man, during this time, man, to get some time for myself. That's the plan, Girl Attacks. Yeah, but yeah, man, I'm trying, man. That's the reason why I decided, to quit one of those jobs, because I was like, man, something has to give. And just imagine, I've worked this schedule when I have coached basketball, worked 2 full-time jobs, and YouTube for like and DJ'd for the last 3 years straight. Consistently, not taking a break. I mean, we would go on vacations every now and then, but it was pretty much consistent. And that's been my go-tos, for a minute. So, yeah, so I'm hoping a couple of things. I'm hoping that through the expansion and through the more dedication of time to my photography, that it begins to explode and get bigger. And so I'm kind of taking my time analyzing that, trying to make that grow. I also would like to spend more time on YouTube, but I got to try my best to make that fit so I can still make sure I spend time with my children. And the great thing about it is that I teach, and my kids go to my school, except for my youngest. My youngest goes to the middle school, which is like right across the street from where I teach at. So it's a blessing that I see them every day. And that's one thing. And then I can stay after school. They don't have to immediately go home. They can just come and chill in my classroom. And my classroom, believe it or not, is like I have basketball practices in the gym, but I have my classroom, and it's right above the gym. And so it's great. I can go to practice. And, if my kids need me, they just come out and say, Dad, I'm sitting there, trying to coach, or I'm training some kids, and they're like, Dad, I need some oatmeal or something I got in my classroom. So or they can come down and watch and participate and help me. So, that's the blessing. I know I ain't going to hear about that, but I like to share with y'all what's going on. Ben said, congratulations on the decision. Yes, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know what? It's almost it feels liberating, but it also feels a little scared because, that my second job was a big chunk of income, and to kind of put yourself in a position where you kind of you have to build this brand and build this, ecosystem, and it's something that I'm taking God with me on every inch of my journey. I'm making sure I'm praising him and praying to him and making sure that he understands, like, man, none of this can be happening without you. Gigi said, did you drop that one? Yes, I dropped the driving because a couple of things. One, I've never been I was in an accident when I was 16. And I got hit by a drunk driver when I was 16. Really, he blew a stop sign, and I was driving straight, and I hit him, but he blew it. It was on him, and then he was drunk on top of that. But I never had an accident, even living in the state of Michigan where there's snow, and it's crazy. It's crazy driving in the snow. But you know what? I dealt with that all my life until I got here, and so I started working this job. And within the last 2 years, man, I got into two really major accidents. Thank God no one got hurt. But you know what? Driving out here in Georgia is crazy because of the fact that a lot of people can't drive. I got to say it like that because it's like Georgia is like New York. You get so many people that migrate to that area, and everybody don't have those kind of driving skills. I thank God I grew up in Michigan because I can say that we know how to drive. And hey, if you're in the Michigan, it's a middle lane, a slow lane, and a fast lane. You can't be slow in the fast lane, and everybody in Michigan knows this. They know if they drive, if the flow of traffic is going like 90 miles an hour, and you're driving 80, to get out that lane. Like it's like everybody knows this. Get out the lane. Let everybody, their mama, drive that direction so they can they can pass and do their thing, right? And if you don't, they gonna flash their lights like get over. And they'll until you do, and they'll flash some bad boys on you. You be like down here you be ready to fight, but you're not gonna do that up in Michigan because you're not. So, but everybody, it's like a rule of law for everybody in the state. I don't know how that translates to everybody, but everybody knows, get out of the fast lane, get in the slow lane if you want to be slow. But that's not the issue down here in Georgia. We can be, the flow of traffic can be like 85, and then you got one that's want to go 75. It's like, man, and he'll hold up that whole lane. Just not even paying attention. That's why, man, it's very, the moral of the story is that, hey, it's dangerous driving out here because so many people can't drive. And so after being in a couple of accidents and one being an accident with a baby in the car with me, I said, man, the thought process already started. So now I feel kind of liberated, but also scared too. So I need y'all guys' prayers, man. For those who pray, if you love God, I'll take it. I just pray for your boy and pray that some of my businesses continue to grow, and I'm able to pass something off to my children. All right. Next. Gaming Dad must have Jamaican. Oh, man, listen, that is so funny you say that, man, Benj. Do you know in college, man, that's what they called me? Hey, man, fire job, man. Remember that from Living Color? I have fire job. I am the plumber, the teacher, the preacher. Yeah, I was just like, I've always had a great work ethic, and I was always a hustler. And so, yeah, man, it just don't stop for me. to me, when I look at people complain about like, oh, I really don't want to walk 2 blocks to go to work. Like, man, them people irritate me, man. I'm like, man, just get out of my face, man. Just go beat it somewhere. So it is what it is, man. Oh, listen, man, Chris, man, I salute you, man. I'd rather watch you than Switch Force or Prime. You know what? You know what, man? Them guys are great content creators. Oh, man, but I appreciate the comment, man. I appreciate the comment. You know what? Switch Force, you know what I'm saying? He's from Michigan. You know, he be rocking the Detroit Lions stuff, you know. But I'm not gonna diss nobody else like that on my show, man. But I appreciate the comment, man. I really, really do, man. I hope one day, man, you know what? If it's God's will, man, I'll get to that level, and when people want to watch me and be entertained by some of the things I say. So, you know, but you know what? It really, really starts with you guys, man. You guys, man, without even giving me a dime, certain small things, man, you can do to help the channel, man. Like, you know, hey, you start watching right now, jump out real quick, hit that like button. That helps the channel. If you know what, if you feel like something we was talking about was really, really good, or any of my other videos I'm posting, you might say, hey, man, that was a nice little video. And if you share it, just on the love, you know what, you help the channel, man, because it gives people an opportunity to see content that I'm creating that typically probably wouldn't see it. So if you wouldn't mind doing that for me, man, that to me, without even giving me one cent, that would help. That would help the channel. That would help me be able to get more eShop cards. Like, that's another thing. I was like, whew, I didn't make this decision, right? I'm like, you know, I would use my little extra money to, you know, to get them eShop cards with no problem, you know. Like, it's like, ooh, I got to get these eShop cards. But you know what, though? I was, I know I'm all over the place, man, but you know, when you feel excited about something, man, I just want to share it with you guys. And so, one of the things about, 2 things happened. One happened in church. It was like, and the message in church was like providing effort, you know, maximum effort to everything that you're doing, and operating out of a sense of abundance instead of a sense of not having. And I was like, man, that hit me hard. It was like, oh man, because you know what? When you go into these modes where I made this decision, now I can say, you know what, now my creative mind gets to rolling, like, how am I going to replace all this stuff? You know, how am I going to replace this kind of income? What can I do? What would I need to manage and still be, you know, productive, you know? And so, you know, all the, you know, the mathematical mind comes into play, and I'm messing things around, trying to, you know, get things in order. And, you know, it's something that's hit me and say, you know what, Dave, stop. God said he'll provide. And so I have to trust in that. But he also said faith without work is dead. So I got to be, you know, make sure that I am putting forth the best effort possible to make sure those things happen. So, and they'll happen, man, with you guys' prayers and you guys' help and everything like that. So appreciate you. Kiki said the news show sounds great. Yeah, you know what? Because I don't think it will be a heavy burden. It was something I would have to probably prepare the day before. I don't know. I might have to get up early before I go to work. I don't know. I just haven't figured out what that's going to look like, how that's going to look like. The great thing about it, before I made the decision, I made sure that I updated key things that needed to be upgraded for this to be a success. And I know one of the things is that even though I have an iMac, and my iMac is like here, I don't have a new one, but it's pretty decent, rather. But it's stationary. It's right here. So like if I had any, like if things I needed to get done, if I'm out and about, I couldn't get it to get done. And I do have a MacBook, but it's an older MacBook that I pretty much use for DJing. So I had to figure out ways to get myself in a position where if I am out and about, if I still need to get work done, I need to get work done. If I need to video and get some things accomplished, I want to be able to get those things accomplished without any hitches. And so I went ahead and I took some money out of my savings and broke down and bought me one of those new MacBooks, which I needed. You know, like, to be honest, my last MacBook I bought in 2014, and it's still rocking. Still no problem. I think the only problem I had at this MacBook was the power brick went out on it. That was it. But I had Apple Care. It took care of it. But I've been DJing a lot more, and one time I DJ this homecoming, and my MacBook went out on me. I mean, it didn't go out, but like the program I was using to DJ had some issues where I couldn't play any music, and it was like it started. And so thank God I had my Apple product, iPad Pro. I was able to play a couple songs for my iPad Pro to kind of sustain me until I was able to get things up and running. And so that when you're DJing, that part scares you because you're like, oh man, I don't want to deal with that. So with the DJing and also with the video editing, and I had to future proof myself so I wouldn't have, if I made this decision without buying this MacBook, I would probably have put myself in a position where if things ran out, then I'll be in trouble. So I didn't want to be in trouble. So it is what it is. This was going to be the year, and it is what it is. But thank you, Geeky. Like Good Morning. You know what? Do I like Good Morning Mario? Oh, that's a very good question. I am a subscriber to Switch Force. I do watch them. I do watch him. You know what? It's a hard way to put it into words without being negative. And I don't want to be negative because I think he provides great content. How can I say that? I am an alpha male. I can say that confidently. I'm an alpha male, and my tone is aggressive, even though I'm funny. Sometimes I like to be funny because I believe in laughter. I just think from an alpha male perspective, he's a little soft, and so I don't know what it is. It just does something to my spirit. It's like, yeah. But he has good content. I wasn't disrespectful, but that's just me. That's how I feel. You can take it or leave it. I'm always trying to be respectful. That's just my opinion. And everybody got a right to their own opinion. I support Dave Chappelle. How about that? But yeah, that is what it is. He said, how you play Outlast. Okay. Geeky says, Switch Force's Good Morning Mario news show is pretty good though. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I think he provides great content, and I like it. I'll tell you, I like Switch Force more than I like Prime. I don't know what it is about Prime. I don't know. I mean, Prime is good. I now watch it. I'm not a subscriber to Prime, even though I catch it every now and then. But I'm a subscriber to Switch Force. I think I've been rocking Switch Force for a long time. I liked it when it was him and Gabe. How about that? I think that's a better way to look at it. When it was him and Gabe, for those who don't know, it was Gabe is another part on the show, but I don't know, some things happened and Gabe left the show, but Gabe have his own show now, but he also does the editing for Switch Forces. So I don't know, big two, whatever. But however, I liked it. I liked that banter they had between the two. I think the two of them worked well together. It made that show really, really good back in the day. And Good Morning Mario, it's decent. It's very decent. I guess new people say, what's going on, Alfred, man? Welcome back, man. Let me get you on this board. All right. Alfred says, have you played Outlast? I have not played Outlast. I have not. Wanted to, probably. And you know what? I might even pick it up because your boy is working back at GameStop. I think I start tomorrow. No, it's Wednesday. I start Wednesday back at GameStop. So I'll be letting you guys know if, especially if I start getting any Switch OLEDs for those who are looking for them, because I heard they selling like hotcakes. He said, Benj, he said, you can make it a family game video news channel. No one has to really tap in that much. You know what? Yeah, you know what? That's what I kind of want to bring it from that standpoint, because when you watch it, I don't want you. One thing I don't want you ever had to hear me curse. I wanted to be completely positive. I want to provide good news that's centered around people that like games and have a great family structure. I want that kind of vibe. And so, and to be honest, to give Switch Force credit, I believe he has that niche, that part of his shoulder, which is really good, is that he does, you know what? Like, if I wouldn't mind my children watching his show. You know what? There's some other YouTubers I'd be like, no, I want you. Like, I like RGT85. RGT85, he cusses a whole lot. So, I might not want my kids to watch RGT85. Now I like RG. I like it for his brutal honesty, and I can respect that. So yeah, that's the angle I'm going for. Definitely. Don't forget, good people. We got 10 people watching. Hey, salute. Hit that like button for your brother. I really appreciate it. Chris says, he's too fake for me. Are you talking about Switch Force? You know what? I won't call him fake, but I will say, like, you know what? He's very cheerful. He's very cheerful. And so I wouldn't call him nothing else until if I knew him one-on-one, I'll call him fake. But I don't know him. He just, you know, he's very cheerful. And he's doing his thing. Somebody has to like him. He got over 400,000 subscribers. That's saying a lot. I don't care if some of them, you know what, if some of them might not be organic, but to have 400,000, you got to be doing something. Got to be doing something right. And I know he had I know with Swiss Force itself had quite a few before he jumped up, but I know since he's been doing Good Morning Mario, I know they jumped at least 50,000 subscribers. So they're doing something right. Hey, Joseph, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad you watching. Let me get you on the board. I know my kid, listen, let me tell you how my kids do. Because, you know, if my kids win, I give them the eShop card. I'm like, hey, you know what? You join. Don't forget, Joseph, to hit that like button. But I think my kids are just figuring out that, you know what? Dad gives out a $10 eShop card. So I might as well watch and support them. My kids don't even promote me to their friends. What is that? My son today, we was at school, and on Mondays, there's no school for our district, but the teachers have to come in. And so they have what they call Monday school for those students who need to come in and make it work or get some things accomplished, whatever. So my son was there for Monday school, and he had wrestling practice earlier that day. So he came in to the classroom with a couple of his friends. So I had to promote myself. I was like, hey, you know what? You got Instagram? You got YouTube? Let me see. You know what? I had to go through there and make sure she was subscribed to me. But I thought my kids just grab their friends' phones and just make sure they all subscribe. So your dad can, you know what, get some more subscribers. Tell you, man, kids. All right. He said, you are right about being one of my favorites. I ordered a graduation CD and I supposed to deliver it tomorrow. Oh, so you are right about him being one of my favorites. I ordered graduations. Oh yeah, you talking about Kanye. Yeah, man. Oh, listen, man. Kanye stuff is so good. Especially his older stuff, man. So good, man. So good. Make you wanna. I'm a DJ, man. So you know I like some of Kanye's old stuff, man. Cause Kanye came out really when I was really DJing in the club, like Gold Digger, man. Gold Digger was a classic. Jesus Walks With Me, man. I'll tell you, I've played that so many times. He said, man, I, a father of three, finally started taking some Steam gaming time to myself. Yeah, man, it's like I haven't got there yet because I'm kind of like have to balance that time with times of making videos because some of you know, like a lot of these big YouTubers, man, they're able to produce videos on a daily basis in a high volume because either one, they either have an editor or their videos are not really intense or they got a pretty good workflow where things are seamless. And so I'm a scatterbrain. So all my stuff is all over the place. And I need to get to a point where things are more streamlined. I'm getting there slowly but surely. And I think I'll be there once I get my MacBook so I can be able to really just kind of hone in and let that be my editing station compared to like I like editing on my iPad because it's convenient. I can be in bed or I can be on the road. However, some stuff like when it comes down to rendering videos, man, it's a long process. Like, you know, I might as well go upstairs, cook me something to eat and come back and maybe it's uploaded. So, you know, and after watching some of those videos for that MacBook, man, and being able to render in like 6-7 minutes, and my stuff's not graphically intense, you know, it's gonna do a lot for me in my workflow and speeding me up. So, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there to that point where I need to I need some more balance. But okay, we'll get to that too. Let me keep on. He said, Guerrilla Tactics says, get your kids involved in the YouTube channel. Guerrilla Tactics, man, I tried that. Listen, Guerrilla Tactics, listen, back when the Switch, I got a video. I have a video because Gaming Dad was supposed to start when the original Switch dropped. And I did a video of me and my kids going out to get our Switch. And I'm going to put it together. You know, it's a couple clips. I'm going to put it all together, and then I'm going to put it out there. And we were supposed to start then, and they were supposed to help me, and they was all excited and everything like that. But then, like everything that goes on in this house, it gets put on me. You know what? My wife brought this dog home, and you know what? The dog is starting to grow on me. But he's so overly hyper that, you know what? It is hard to kind of get things balanced. And so finally, you know what? We get a rhythm going, and then you know what? Who's walking the dog? It's me and my son Joseph, and nobody else is helping. And it's starting to get me upset. Like, man, come on, you can't bring the dog home and expect me to do everything. So it's something else to add to my plate. But it is what it is. Okay, let me finish. You said, Binge make a good point with that. Hey, they do playthroughs and reviews, branch out from Nintendo to gaming in general. Gaming Family Podcast. You know what, man? Listen, the concept is super, super dope. Let me tell you why. And I'm feeling and taking in everything you're saying, Guerrilla Tactics. My children are sports children, meaning that, like, you know, like my youngest child doesn't, he doesn't play sports. He's all gamer, but I'm gonna make him play next year because he is becoming so you know, he's growing so big. He needs to play. But like my son wrestles now, and my daughter just got finished with volleyball. It's a small break, but soccer will be starting at the beginning of next year. And she was playing basketball, but decided that, hey, she was doing too much and that she needed to back away, which I'm glad she made that decision. But to get them involved, man, it's like I try to get them involved in everything from photography. You know what? I'm offering to plane. I'm like, listen, I'm getting gigs. I'm like, listen, come out here and hold this light. Get daddy's stuff together. Get my lenses when I need it. You know what? Hold some things and I'll pay you. And you know what? My kids, boy, too bougie. I tried, man. But you know what? I hear your point, and I probably need to try again and present it in a way where it's not so taxing on them. Because I would love to pay them. I want them to learn how to do editing, but no. So Biz makes a good point with that. Okay, I read all that. Vic, man, what's going on, man? It's been a minute since we seen you, my brother. I'm glad you showed up tonight. Vic, don't forget, man, hit that like button for it. I'm gonna get your comment 1 second. How's your lovely wife doing, man? Haven't heard her in the chat in a minute. Tell her I said, what up, though? It says, hello, Gaming Dad and Ben. As a parent, gaming is a must when the kids go down. Yes, man. But you know what, though? Listen, my kids are a little bit older. You know what? They go down, you know, but they really don't go down. I can't believe that, you know, hey, you know, I have a 17-year-old. I mean, hold on, tell me that. Gaming Dad has a 23-year-old. It's 23, 17, 15, 14, 13. Golly, what was I thinking? When I had the 23-year-old, I was good for a long time. Then Ayana came. I was like, oh, my baby. Then it was like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, golly. God got you, Gaming Dad. Hey, man, listen, I'm claiming that right now in the name of Jesus. I claim it. Oh, man, man, listen. That song right there, Benj, had started more fights in my day as a DJ. I remember DJing where organizations would hire me to come DJ, but they would have a list of songs that, like, you can't play these songs. Move was, well, that was one of them. Nuck if you buck, be a beer. Oh, man. Whoo. They tried to. Yo, what's up, Vic? I didn't see you drop in. Gaming Dad. Gave me that back at it was story time. Always a lesson learned. Hey man, I tried, man. I tried sometimes. Ben said, been a while. I wanted to come by and support. All right, man. I appreciate you, Vic. What's going on, Dean? Jamil, good Lord. Please, man, no jokes tonight, man. My Dean always get me, man. I couldn't even enjoy my Sunday without him getting me. It's only a few cats that can get me on the jokes. And I had to tilt my hat. My Dean, he gets me, man. I was one of my students. What's going on? Roderick McCullen. Hey, Roderick, make sure, man, you hit the like button. I know you'll forget. How you quit a job and take on another one. You know, but you know what? Think about it. Even though last year, think about it. I had 2 jobs and I had the GameStop and I was coaching. I was all over the place. I wasn't going, GameStop is, that's easy. I could do that. I was going to do it like maybe twice a month. I mean, twice a week rather. Go in for a minute, say hi to everybody. What's going on? Hey, you know what, my game dad? Come check out my channel. Way to promote me at the same time. So that's funny. He said, gaming dad quits one full-time job and takes a part-time job. So hustle never changes. The hustle just migrates. It just morphs into other things. That's all it is. But you know what? At the end of the day, man, I want to do things I really want to do. And I looked at this job this way here. I was giving so much to these clients, so much from game to knowledge to, I'm teaching them how to be parents. I was giving so much of that, man. And then noticed that my children was lacking. It was like, oh, hold up now. And my children have never been in a position where I felt like that was an issue until this year. And I felt like, some things I had to pull back so I can make sure I can do some things to make those things happen. So I take the part-time job only. I might even get another one just to make sure that Christmas is taken care of. And even though Christmas will be taken care of anyway, I just want to, I need to continue to, some other things that I probably still need to get, some things I need to pay off. And so I want to get to that point where those things are taken care of and I can just go full head of steam on my photography. Hey, you know what, Benj, man, I know you in the Atlanta area, man. If you and your people need some Christmas pictures, holla at you. I got to promote me, man. It's said, do you like Spawn Wave? Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen. I've been watching. I remember Fat Spawn Wave. That's how long I've been watching Spawn Wave. Spawn Wave was kind of chunky when he was when it was Tech Wave, and he went from that to he got into shape and he looks real good now. But yeah, I like his whole concept. He's really slowly but surely building a little empire. You got to pay attention. But yeah, oh yeah, Spawn Wave is my guy. Definitely, I like his style because his style is right to the point. Technical, give you the details, give you a couple of opinions, but make them opinions short and to the point and get you in and get you out. And that's, to me, when you providing news, that's how it should be. Give me my information, not a lot of fluff. Get to it, get out. Because, one thing I hate in videos is the fluff. Except if it's live, it's one thing. He said, this chat is really trying to get you into more beef with other Nintendo channels. Nah, no, they're not. No, they're not. Everybody kind of this. Man, listen, where am I? Oh, hold on. Let me hit that button again. Shout out to Guerrilla Tactics, man. That's funny. You gotta be kind of careful. You gotta be kind of careful. I don't want to burn no bridges, I don't. I think he's a good kid and ambitious. I hope he gets what he wants out in LA. Yeah, I do. I hope he's very successful out there in LA. boy. All right. You don't get to 400,000 without hard work and consistency. Can't hate on his hustle. Not at all. And that's what I'm saying. I was like, you know what? I think he provides good content. But I will say 300 and something thousand, and still was like, with him and Gabe. But his channel is still growing and thriving. So, you got to tilt your hat to those kind of people that's doing it and doing it well. He said, "But trash." Chris is funny. Said, "No, Switch Horse is very friendly, perfect for anyone to watch." Yeah, agreed. I totally agree for this whole instead, like allowing my children to watch him and get information is great. Because one thing I do and I value what he present is, how positive he is. He's very I've never seen him negative. And you know what? It's some other YouTubers I like, and I've seen them be, very harsh, very sarcastic. Someone's like, man, it's one in particular. Like, man, if he ever talked to me like that, I would go find him in public and beat him up. Gaming Dad would go back to Detroit Dave, and Detroit Dave was no joke, Dave. He said Miley Cyrus used to be family friendly at one point. Those are the ones you have to watch out. Man, shout out to Gorilla Tactics, man. He's so funny. That is so true, man. Oh man. Oh man. Boy, you guys are the best, man. I don't care what anybody say. You guys are the best. I'll take you guys any day of the week, man. You guys are just oh my goodness. Woo, that's funny. He said, Steve M says, when is Gaming Dad going to get a channel? Gaming Dog. Oh my goodness. I was saying, what? Gaming Dad? You watching Gaming Dad? Gaming Dog. Nah, man, that dog ain't getting no channel, man. That dog is not getting no channel. If that dog got a channel, man, Caesar will be at my house trying to give me dog tips. He said, Prime sucks. Laugh out loud. He's a clown. Prime broke his OLED trying to take it up. I know, man. I was like, man, I still don't get why people. I mean, the drop test was one thing, but because I would like to know. I mean, that's good information to know. But I'm not taking a knife to my Switch. I thought that other video I watched was the dumbest video ever. Like, how you take apart your Switch just to see how I'm gonna put this fire to it and see if it's gonna burn. Yes, it's gonna burn, dummy. Man, CMG, what's going on, man? I see you streaming live. I know you on the live too, man. My brother, let me get you on the board. CMG says, stopping by. Appreciate you, my brother. He's streaming as well. November Stadia programs. All right. Got you, man. We played Nuck If You Buck on our my friend's birthday party, bachelor party. I had the bus rocket, yeah. But listen, Nuck If You Buck is a classic, man. I don't care what anybody said. I could drop that in right now. Woo. It's a bunch of those violent songs that back in the day used to get the crowd jumping. Vic says, I'm 25 with a 2 and a 1-year-old. Man, brother, good luck, man. Love on them as much as you can right now, because that time do go by. I will say that. If for a long time you're going to be like, oh, man, good, this is going to be like Christmas this year is going to be good, but Christmas next year is going to be great. Christmas next year is going to be great, and it'll get better and better and better until they get to about until they get about maybe like 16, 17. Then they start getting a little older. They start developing their own style. It's a little bit different. But man, Christmas is going to be great for you, for the next decade for sure. So man, enjoy, man. This is a funny chat. Man, you guys, man, I'm telling you, man. It be Guerrilla Tactics, man. Guerrilla Tactics is funny too. CT in the building. What's going on with your baby? Chi-Town in the building. What's going on? Chicago. I'm about to put Chicago down there. CT, are you with me? Got you on the board. He said, clowns do clownish. He said, when you stop laughing at the clownish, then they don't even clownish on theirs. He said, you watch Rich from Review Tech. I do watch Rich every now and then. I'm subscribed to Rich. He's not one of my favorites, but every now and then he'll have a video worth watching all the way through. Um, I like his opinion sometimes. You know, he's not one of my favorites, but I am a subscriber to him. SOC in the building. What's going on, SOC? Pull on the spot. Don't forget, my brother, hit that like button for me. SOC in the building. Got you on board. Say, hey y'all, sorry I'm late. Anyways, I decided against the expansion pack and just pre-ordered Animal Crossing DLC. Oh man, listen, I'm going to tell you this here. I jumped on the expansion. I enjoyed Star Fox, and that's all I've been playing. So I haven't explored all the other issues people are having with it. Best believe, man, Nintendo is going to fix this. They are not going to just sit back and say, well, I'm just going to click on this money and just allow this to happen. There'll be some class action lawsuits if they do. So they're going to fix it. How soon they're going to fix it, I don't know. I believe this week that this dropped the update. So I might have to look at the update and see how that plays. But yes, they had a lot of issues, man. Issues that should have never came to light. They should have never released this update or expansion without having those things thoroughly in place. We could have waited. They could have made sure it was tight, and we could have waited to December before we got, because they're getting tons of backlash, man. And backlash that is rightfully so given to Nintendo because they should have made sure those things were in order before they released that expansion. But I'm glad. I picked it up. I'm happy with Star Fox. I just wish there was a way. I would want to play. Let me play with randoms that I don't know. Let me be like Splatoon. Splatoon, you don't know who you playing with. You know, there's an objective and you're trying to win. Let me play with randoms without any form of communications on Star Fox. I don't need to have to go through the app and have it just be my friends. That's the part of it I don't like. Give me complete randoms and I'm fine with that. And I'm all right with that. Because Star Fox is a game that, it's hard to cheat on Star Fox. Online anyway, for now. But that's my only gripe with Star Fox is you got to play. Like, I can play with me and my kids. We can play. And we had a ball with it, but some more to that has to be done. Especially now that I'm paying not $50, but I'm paying $80 because my kids is on it. You know what? Chris says I'm excited for the DLC. Rich has been kind of odd recently. He has. Listen, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that. But he has been kind of odd lately. I was like, it's like, okay, But it is what it is. Did you get Bitcoin from Aaron Rodgers today? He's giving out some. Hey, if you apply to say, no, I need to go reply to this tweet. I want some of that Bitcoin. I did not. The question is, did you get some Bitcoin from Aaron Rodgers? So how do you feel about the price of the expansion pack? As of right now, today, I said it when it first dropped, when they first tried to sneak it in there with that Animal Crossing video, I was like, man, this is crazy. This is a little way too. It was way more than I anticipated. I gave it like a $5-10 update for these games, and it's by far way more than that. So, but if the plan is to get some of these games with these licenses to be on the system, then I'm in favor of it. You know what the key is what do they do going forward? So as of today, yeah, I mean, I would tell people not to get the expansion. If I had to tell, if I was talking to anybody and they was like, I'm really thinking about it, I said, well, if you are an Animal Crossing fan, then this is a no-brainer. To me, if I'm an Animal Crossing fan, this expansion is a no-brainer. Because especially if you got a family that plays more, if you got a family and all of you guys play Animal Crossing, you pay the $80, and you know what? All of you guys get the expansion. That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, absolute no-brainer. But you know what? The question is going to be is what does Nintendo do going forward? What happens when Animal Crossing kind of dies out? What do they replace it with? Do we get another system? You know what? What other games from the Nintendo 64 era that we really want to play on the Switch? You know what? I mean, there's some other games, and one we're going to talk about tonight, because if Goldeneye comes to the online expansion with online, I don't care if it's with my friends, it's a win. It is an absolute win, and then Nintendo can maybe ride this storm out. I don't think it saves it, but I think if they can bring that game to the online service, it will be wonderful. And on top of that, we'll get to that story about how it's been, to get Nintendo off that list that was, I think, over in Germany or whatever. You know what? And to do it early, because it naturally came off in 25 years. But to get to that list, you got to pay. You got to make an active effort to request that and pay money. And best believe, sorry about that. If this is right and Nintendo hand is in it like that, like this article suggests it is, I would work it out with Microsoft and get us the full remake. That's my thing. So back, Vic, to answer your question, it's a little too expensive for what they're offering. I went through and played some of the games, and the games that, to me, that I'm going to play was the Mario Kart, was the Legend of Zelda, and some games to come. And I played Yoshi. What else? And Star Fox. To me, out of the whole thing, Star Fox was the one was like, okay, because I played Star Fox so many times and beat it so many times. It's one of those games that you can, you go through the whole thing, come back and play it again, because the flying mechanics was so good. So, yeah, all the horses and chickens stuff is super strange. Yeah, over the top strange. I just hope they rush GameCube onto the Nintendo. I don't think GameCube is coming. I really don't. As much as I agree with you, if that happens, then boy, oh boy, does that $50 look that much more enticing? Hold on, good people. I'm sorry to put my whole head into the camera, but I needed my water, man. It's like every time I don't talk a whole lot over the weekend, but it's like soon as I get on here, I get on these lights, I'll be like, man, my throat all cloggy. So please apologize. And this weather is changing. That's what it is. This weather is changing, and my sinuses are starting to drain. And it's that time of year. All right, let's see. He said, I just hope they rush the GameCube onto the Nintendo online service to try to get some goodwill. I want the better F-Zero, Mario Kart, and Paper Mario games. Yeah, listen, especially the Paper Mario games. And the F-Zero was good, too. I get that, but I don't think that's happening no time soon. I really don't. I really don't think that's. I think that's one of the things where we're going to really sit back and say, we might not get that. No time soon. Let me bring my glasses down, because right now I can see everything. Yeah. All right. SOC said, I think at the next investors meeting, they will see pressure from investors. I think I can see them adding Game Boy games too. I think they need to add more content than drop the price. I agree. Listen, I don't think investors will want them to drop the price, because it's out there now. Nintendo's making money. People, as many dislikes is on it. It's people who upgraded. And the price. Think about it. I mean, even if 10% of those people that have it upgraded, it's still a win-win for them. But yeah, and I think more people will upgrade once they add more to the service. They just need to add more value. Right now, it's not valuable enough, even with the ones they've announced, to say, you know what, I would have took those games on a cartridge. To be honest, I mean, if you just said, hey, we got this Nintendo pack and it's $50, I would have took that that package right there onto a Nintendo 64 Mini. Now that would have been dope. That would have been dope. And I think maybe that was the plan before this, this chip shortage. To be honest, I think this expansion pack was a way to get things emulated and ready to go, because I think a Mini was coming. It was a lot of. I remember reporting on this. It was evidence showing that this was coming, and we got this. We got the online expansion. Yay! Chris says, "I'm not as good. I'm not as good Star Fox, and the not as good Star Fox game, as well as an excellent Star Fox adventure." I would take either. To be honest, what I really want, I want them to go ahead and port Star Fox Zero from the Wii U over to the Switch. That's one. But Star Fox Adventure would have been great too. I mean, that they have some GameCube games that need to come over. I just don't see them adding that right away. I do not see them adding that. And if they do add that, I don't see it. I just don't see them having that. I see them maybe, I don't know, man. That's such a hard one to put your finger on, because it's like it's expensive already, and Nintendo about their money, so they're gonna try to, they might try to up the price, or make it like downloadable content to get you to play it. Maybe, I can see this happening, man. I can see this being like, hey, if you have the expansion pass, you get extra downloadable content from GameCube. You pay another $25 one time, but you got to have the expansion pack. But if you don't have the expansion pack, you got to pay $50. I don't know. Nintendo, they're gonna figure out some way to anger us as consumers, one way or the other. Star Fox Adventures. They would not be dropping the price. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely won't. Denny's Wi-Fi.com. He said, "What do you think of Dying Light on the Switch?" I picked it up. That's a great question. I picked it up, and I'm just not going through it. It's a little slow in the beginning, but I'm digging the concept so far. It kind of reminds me of... It gives me that creepy feeling of Resident Evil. But I haven't got to that point yet where it's entertaining for me. Not yet, but I'm on it though. Matter of fact, I'm working on a video. I started recording gameplay of it so far, and it's pretty decent so far. But to be honest, I'm probably looking forward to World War Z. Well, I think drops tomorrow. It's either tomorrow or Wednesday, one of the two. I know for sure I'll pick it up Wednesday. I won't pick it up tomorrow, and I'll be doing a video for World War Z as well, because a couple. Well, in fact, I know RGT85 got a review copy of it, and so he made a small comment on the video like, so far the game is a banger, and so when he says that, his track record is pretty good on that game being good. So I'm looking forward to World War Z. But I would tell you, Dying Light it looks great. It looks phenomenal. It to me. How can I say it? Like Crysis 3 looks it's probably one of the best games, best ports I've seen on the Switch, and it looks phenomenal on this OLED. Dying Light looks phenomenal on the OLED. I mean, like really, really good, surprisingly good. So, you had to come back in, but Denny's Wi-Fi. Let me get you chimed in. Now with Denny's, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday. So hey, by you sticking around, you know what? By you chiming in tonight, you just got on the board. Right now we have 17 people on the wheel. Let me show you real quick. I can jump to the wheel real quick and see if bam, we're on the wheel right now. And Denny's Wi-Fi, I just typed you in down at the bottom. We got like 17 people watching. 17 people that's on the board. And we do a giveaway every night. So if I give away tonight, I won't be able to get you your eShop card until probably Wednesday. That's the next time I'm going to GameStop. But I might go to Walmart tomorrow. So if you win tonight, you won't get it tonight because I just gave up my last one to 90s a Misfit, and I'll get it to you tomorrow if you win. Thank you for coming in tonight. Don't forget, if you leave the channel, just hit that like button for you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, let me get about this boy. Go back to my. All right, we back. And Steve Simpson, Aaron gave me about $99 worth of Bitcoins. I was shocked. You know what? You know why you know why he's being so generous? Because the price of Bitcoin is crazy right now. Bitcoin. Listen. What make me mad? Because I had a lot of Bitcoin. Back when Bitcoin was like maybe like 30,000. It's doubled since then. Doubled. So you know what? That's one thing about the stock market. It's like, yeah, you know, you get in, but then that bad boy started dropping. You be like, oh, but then you like, you know, you got to hold tight. I got to hold tight. So I've bought more Bitcoin since then, but I would tell you, man, that's the way that Bitcoin is gonna be the way of the future. The key is the $100 question is which Bitcoin is going to survive. That's the question. So yeah. I see why he was giving out. He probably made a ton of money. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Ben, man. That's right. Hit that like button. Support your boy. He said, my N64 controller just arrived today, but I'm not getting the expansion pack until they fix it and add more games. I listen. And I would take Perfect Dark, too. You know, okay, listen. Agreed. I'm really hoping that Perfect Dark has online. I think that would be super dope and super fun. And that's one thing I like about getting the family expansion, especially you got kids, other kids that play Switch, is that, you know, we all can play, you know, and we necessarily don't have to be in the same spot, you know, and that's what I like about it. But yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that sentiment right there. Well, I hate my sinuses dry. It's hard to drain. Perfect Dark, man. That was a good one. All you had to do was reply with your Cash App name and follow. What? Dang. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers, man. Oh, my boy is back on the scene. Doug Don one Pookie Gunda. My man's hydrating. What's going on, my guy? It's been Doug, man, it's been a grip, man, since you've been on the channel, man, but I'm glad you're back, man. I miss saying run Pookie Gunda. Doug Dan, Ron Pookie Gunda. Great, probably one of the greatest names that ever come through the channel. Got you. You on the board, my brother. Don't forget to hit that like button. He said, so what do you think about the emulations on the online service? Seems like everyone is hating on it because of the emulation. I haven't played all the games. I was most excited for Star Fox, and that's what I've been playing. And I played a little bit of Yoshi, but majority of my time on the online experience has been with Star Fox. And I'm probably gonna do a video for Star Fox. But I mean, listen, until I experience it, from what I saw, it looks bad. I saw some stuff, especially on Super Mario Bros. 64, that looked really, really bad. It's like one of them situations where, you know what, certain games, people will give certain games reviews. And that's where I don't like to review certain games unless I play it all the way through. But I'll give first looks. But when you give a review and sometimes they don't play through the whole game, you can tell, like, you know, later on in the game it has issues like Dark. What's that game that just came out? Stalkers. Oh, I hate that when I have a brain fart. But one game just came out recently, and it wasn't, you know, it looked really good in the beginning, but then it was like Darksiders. I think it's Darksiders. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking. But that was one of those games, but as they played the game, it got worse. So that just, you know, developers just being lazy, man. CMG said, I'm still lurking, man. Live out loud, playing Saints Row 4. Saints Row 4 was pretty fun, man. I played it on the Switch. but I didn't play it all the way through. But what I played was pretty fun. It was just really over the top. Rumor has it that Sega is the reason the expansions cost so much. We could have dealt without Sega. Let's speak about that. The Sega games I was not impressed with. It's like, you know what, they got a couple games that I would play, but I wouldn't. You know what, man, that original Sonic is fine and dandy, but once you play Sonic Mania, it's like you know what, I just was, none of the games impressed me on the Sega front. None of them, not one. And so a matter of fact, I haven't even, to be honest, I haven't even downloaded the Sega half of the expansion. I just downloaded the 64 and been running with that ever since. So if that's the reason, that was a dumb decision. Dumb. Say reelected. What are you talking about? So, you didn't see most of my posts saying GameCube is probably coming sooner to appease people. You know what? I did see that. Please charge it to my head, not to my heart. I just forgot. I'm sorry. But I don't think they go that hard. But they're gonna have to. I think the video of the online expansion has 100, and last time I seen it was like 112,000 dislikes, and that's the new record. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't know if that happens, man. Cause you think about it like this here, man. It's for them to bring GameCube to. Think about all the great GameCube games. Think about like Metroid Prime 1. You got Eternal Darkness. You have that Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Luigi's Mansion 1. I mean, you got some Melee. Smash Brothers Melee. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, that was some heavy hitters that people still play Melee to this day. And to have that come full steam, I don't know, man. That's a lot of money to appease, you know what I'm saying, the masses. I don't know if that come. I think they probably release more games sooner. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be the reason, unless they take this expansion off. This what do you call that Animal Crossing expansion. They take that off, or they might. I don't know, but I don't think so, man. They won't add the price again. I want to think about time, man. Time heals all wounds. And if it's good enough, people will consider it, and they'll hate on it again, but they'll consider it. Oh, I forgot about Double Dash. That's a lot of games, man. Wait, hold on, my friend. Let me go ahead and put Chris's other. He says, I think they are going to do it exactly the same, just won't put Prime 1 or Zelda games on it. Okay. My bad. Sorry, good people. I said, so has Sunshine, both Starfire's games, Luigi Mansion, Double Dash, Eternal Doctors. Okay. Yeah. Yes. And I think about it like this here. If we got that, people will be happy, but they still will be upset because everything is not on there. See, with 64, there wasn't a ton of games like it was on the GameCube. Matter of fact, there was no Metroid game on the 64. So that's why I'm looking forward to see what else they're going to put something else on this system soon, like this month soon. If a new game better release in the next couple months on this system, or it's going to be it's going to be trouble. All right. Grid Tactics said Nintendo We added GameCube games to the expansion pass to say we're sorry. Also, Nintendo goes through an online shutdown like Sony in 2011. Ha! Listen, that online shutdown was crazy. They could do that, but I do not see Nintendo giving away that kind of money. Not in this era and these shareholders. I don't see that, man. And I'm a shareholder. And I wouldn't like that. Even though I'm a fan and I get it. But financially, that's a big take, man. Especially when you can remake some of these games. Unless the plan is to say, you know what, we're gonna remake a lot of these games, so give them these old games does nothing but shut them up. Now that could happen. Okay, let me tell you how this could happen if, as they start to trickle out games, they add GameCube into the mix somehow. Just like every now and then, maybe every 3 introductions. Let's say if they give out a new game every month, right? And maybe every 3 months it was a GameCube game. That would work. That would work because financially it's not as big of a hit as it would be if it wasn't. So if that's the case, if they go that direction and say, we're sorry, we'll give you GameCube, then it could work. But I don't know, man. People are angry. I read some tweets and people are angry. I would challenge you to go read some of them comments. Read some of the comments. Go back to that video and read some of the comments. I did that a couple of days ago just for some fun leisure. And I was like, dang, some people are really pissed. I was pissed, but I wasn't that pissed because I'm a fan of Star Fox. They won't remake these games, and they don't want them being left in the abyss. Yeah, they don't care. I don't think they care if them games is left in the abyss or not. Nintendo, man, they gonna listen. They gonna find ways to make money. But I don't think so, man. I don't think they care. Like you, I think they well, I don't think they care. Adding GameCube game would be a smart move for Nintendo. It will be a smart move to curve the negativity, because Nintendo doesn't like negativity of any kind. And it would work. It would definitely change the tide. People will be happy if that decision was going to be made. I think as gamers, we all would be happy because GameCube had, I don't think GameCube gets the credit that it really does. I would love to see them Solid State. What was it? Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes? Or Twin, what's the name of that damn game? Oh, I didn't mean to say that. But I think they had some great games at the end of the day. They had some great games. I think more games than the 64. So it would definitely be interesting. F-Zero GX is phenomenal. I would love that ported to the Switch natively. So Dying Light is one of my favorite games. It's really good after the prologue. Okay, all right, good. See, I think that's great to know, because I was, at first when I started playing, I was like, because I never played a Dying Light game, so I bought it, I started playing through it, and I was like, man, it's kind of slow right now. You know what? I just hope the rest of the game ain't this slow. So to know that is great. Wow, that's all. Gaming Dad, thanks. Oh yeah. I must be way back in the chat. Anyone a good place to grab a Wii U for somewhere cheap? I can tell you, SOC. I use this website called Lucky Games, and Lucky is spelled Luckie Games. Lucky Games. If you Google that, it'll come up, and that's usually where I buy the majority of my retro stuff. If I'm not out and about shopping at the mom and pop stores, that's what I get. I'm buying up Wii U library right now because it's probably going to go up in value. I probably will. So grabbing it while it's cheap. Yep, I agree. Wii U is a great system to have. It's my go-to machine when I want to play some Wii Sports. Like I need to go buy a physical copy of Wii Sports Resorts because it's that good. I have a family relative who got Bitcoin in 2011. He's very rich. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Listen, if he got it in 2011, that joke is filthy rich. Okay, think about it. If you right now, if you own 100 Bitcoins, pieces of Bitcoin, man, that's like $6 million. Man, it's like $6 million. If you cash that out, it's $6 million. They gotta cash you out. Crazy, right? What was I thinking? I had the opportunity to buy into that and did not. Boy, oh boy, I kick myself now. Dennis, how would you compare Dying Light to Left 4 Dead? Oh, that's a good question. 'Cause Left 4 Dead is good, and you know what? I was gonna buy Back for Blood, but I'm not. I'm gonna buy it probably later on this month, probably around Black Friday, because I just got this feeling them sales is gonna be crazy. Say, good. I've been so busy, but I've returned. Yes, sir. I know my people way back in the chat. It said, Dennis was like, I ain't updated my Switch online until I see Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color. I don't really have a Nintendo 64 nostalgia like others. My first console was the Atomic Purple Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow. You know what? So you know good. So Dennis, I'm probably not too much older than you. My first console was the I might be a little bit more, but I had the original Game Boy and it had the Game Boy Color, the purple edition, and I loved it. I mean, Game Boy had some good games, Game Boy Color, and especially Game Boy Advance. But you got to remember, man, Nintendo 64, man, has some classics, some outright, some of my favorite. Before Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, man, was probably my favorite Zelda game, and probably my second favorite game of all time. My favorite game of all time to this day, and it has not left the spot, is Mario 64. It's just something about that game, man. There's something about it, man. Even though Breath of the Wild is closing in on him, because Breath of the Wild, man, is such a good game. So I get your sentiments on this totally. And I don't think the online service is something that you have to have right now. I think if you made a decision saying, look, I'm gonna wait, I think there's plenty of stuff out there to play where you're not missing nothing. That's my thing. I don't think you're missing nothing if you just didn't upgrade right now. And I think if they're gonna really sell this thing, they're gonna have to make some big decisions. And GameCube games could do it. I just don't think if they say, all right, if they announced today that they was going to have Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color, I don't think that's enough. I think they can announce that today. I think people will be happier. They will be more inclined to look at that direction, but I don't think it will be like, oh man, I just gotta have this. Nope. So it's gonna be an interesting Christmas for Nintendo. I tell you, it'll be hilarious if Nintendo gave us the GameCube versions of Ocarina of Time with the Master Quest. It's the best emulation version. Oh, it will be Darksiders. My guy Benj come through. Yes, man. Darksiders 3. It just recently dropped, and that game. Go watch matter of fact, go watch Switch Up's review of it. And he did a very, very thorough, good job. And I'm so glad that he decided to play it all the way through before he made his review. And he was the reason I was like, man, nope, can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it. TS Nintendo Gamer, what's going on, my guy, man? Don't forget to hit the like button, man. But welcome to the chat. It's been a little minute, but I'm glad you made it in. Get you on the board. All right, good people. Up to 19 people. TS Nintendo. Oh man, thank you, man, for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. I'll get to your. Well, you don't have a comment, but thank you, man, for the super chat. He says, Doug Dan Ron Puganda. He says, I want the Ninja Turtle game from the GameCube back in that game. Man, you know what? Listen, speaking of that, man, I didn't play that Ninja Turtle off the GameCube, but the new one coming out, boy, that I am excited for. I cannot wait till that bad boy drops, because I think it's going to be definitely something that I want to play. Let's see. TS is going to get there for the record. I'm against the online for now until it gets more games. I think that's the sentiment of a lot of people, TS Nintendo. And I think to be honest, it's a good move to put yourself in a position to say, you know what, I'm going to wait. And I think if more people don't buy into this service, then I think like Ben said and like Chris said earlier, it's like, you know, Nintendo might be forced into a situation where they're going to have to, you know, drop something really hard. They're going to have to really say, all right, GameCube, and to save it. And you know what? Nintendo could, thinking about it, they could make that move, because remember when, you know, the 3DS, which was phenomenal. The first 3DS was nice. I loved 3DS. I picked up at launch, and all my kids got one. It was wonderful, and they had some great games, but it wasn't selling like Nintendo wanted to. And you know what? Nintendo made a hard move. That was a hard pivot. Boom. Not only we're gonna cut the price, but we're going to give you and they gave them like a ton of games. Like people who was early adopters, they got a ton of games. So it's not beyond Nintendo to make that kind of hard play to get the people back on their side, because Nintendo's a company that's about image and about respect, and they don't want to lose that. All right. But TS Nintendo Game, thanks again, man, for that super chat. All right, Alfred, he said, what is your thoughts about PlayStation PC? Do you think there will be a Nintendo PC in the future? No, to that question, the second half of that question. But the first half of the question, I think business-wise, it's great for PlayStation. I think it's a smart move for PlayStation. But this is the reason why I think this is a great thing for PlayStation. If I am running PlayStation, I'm really looking at the Steam Deck. Why would you ask that? One, I want to know the numbers. How many people are buying games and playing them on the Steam Deck? I want to know that data, because that data is going to tell me, it's like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should get back into this handheld market. And they should. And listen, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Nintendo fan. I love my Switch. I think competition is good, though. You're not gonna force the envelope. You're not gonna force Nintendo to get better unless they get somebody pushing them. And you can see what happens when a company doesn't have anybody pushing them, the kind of the product you kind of get. Now, I don't think Nintendo has that issue more or less than like an EA, but competition is good. When you got people pushing you, you got to readjust and make things better. And so who wins? The consumer. So I am very happy to be in line in the queue to get me a Steam Deck. Now, will I get the Steam Deck at launch? I wish I would. I wish I was the one that wants to get in December, but I'm not. But I will tell you, whenever I get the opportunity, they say, hey, you know what? You ready to get your Steam Deck? I'm going to be like, Betty, let's go. Let's go. And that's going to be interesting. So I saw an article today about, matter of fact, I watched Spawn Wave today, and it was talking about how, games are, you're looking at this like, you're looking at Horizon Zero Dawn running on the Steam Deck. I saw a video matter of fact, I retweeted it on Twitter, which you can follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3, where the guy was playing Street Fighter 5 flawlessly on the Steam Deck. It looked great. So I said, okay. I seen some stuff today. I was like, I was thoroughly impressed of what I saw and how smooth Street Fighter 5 ran on the Steam Deck. And there's probably some other videos out there, other games. But I will tell you that I am excited to get me a Steam Deck because of PlayStation games coming to the Steam Deck. I look at it also like, hey, let me buy Madden. I'm going to probably buy Madden 21. I don't necessarily need the latest Madden. I just want to play a football game that's pretty good on the go and have a good time with it. I mean, you know what? Listen, I play 2K on my Switch, but I would love if 2K ran at 60 frames per second like it does on my PS5. I would love that, right? So that's what I'm looking forward to on the Steam Deck. So I think for PlayStation, to answer your question, I think it's a great move for PlayStation. You know, to take some of their old catalog that people that already played and then they bought all they're gonna buy, and say, you know what, go ahead now, play it some more on Steam, and go ahead and get them coins. I think so. Financially, is great for PlayStation, and if they're smart, they would take that data and say, I got a lot of people that's buying these games and playing it on the Steam Deck. Maybe I should come back out with our own form of PS5 portable. And they would probably dominate. They would probably dominate the video game market if they made that kind of decision. I don't think Sony is bold enough to have a portable PS5. But if they did, even a portable PS4, a portable system that was all digital, that played PS4 type games, who in here would not buy that? Everybody in this channel would pick that up. Matter of fact, tell me you wouldn't, and tell me why you wouldn't. If they had a PS4 portable that played all PS4 games, it was just digital. So if you own the digital version, you can play it on the go. Now, see, Sony's not that bold and no brass, and I think they underestimate how powerful that would be. If that was to happen, it would eat up Steam Deck sales. It would eat them up. Matter of fact, it's so many PS4 games that I would love to have portable that I would definitely rebuy day one. That would be one of them. Or better yet, give you another scenario. Hey, why don't they just say, you know what? You buy it, you get PS Now free for 6 months. You can download the game and it's yours for 6 months. If you want to renew, you just renew and the game still stay on your system as long as you pay the subscription. That is what would definitely put a heavy wrench in Nintendo's dominance. It would definitely it would make Nintendo think twice. This, all right. Twin Snakes, there it is. Mario Baseball, Toadstool Tour. Man, listen, that Mario Baseball was so good. There's already Nintendo games on PC, Alfred. In fact, PC run those Nintendo's expansion pack. Nintendo. Grid Attack is so funny, boy, I tell you. I didn't have a PS2 growing up, so I had to settle for True Crime, Streets of LA on the GameCube. That's right, buddy. I didn't play that game, but I think that's they had an arcade version of that game, I believe. I want at least F-Zero X to be remade and have online modern graphics. I think we all do. I totally agree with you. You said Grid Tactics. Emulation doesn't count. Nintendo expansion pack is emulation. It is. Listen, I can't. I have to say it. Even though TS Nintendo Gaming, yeah, emulation don't count, but they are in essence emulating those games. So, yes, but Nintendo's doing it, so it counts. Man, listen, y'all are so funny, man. He said, how about the Nintendo exclusives? To elaborate more on that question, what would you? I don't know the direction you want me to go on that question. About Nintendo exclusives. Are you talking about Nintendo exclusives? I don't know. Just expand more on that question, Alfred. Say as far as funny as super funny and super corny all at the same time. My uncle had a green and purple Game Boy he used to play. Yeah, boy, listen, that Game Boy Color was nice, man. It says my favorite is still Twilight Princess. Ah, my goodness, I don't know, Breath of. You said Twilight Princess. Probably the story might have been better, but I don't think overall gameplay, man, there's none of those Zeldas is touching Breath of the Wild. None of them. You training for when? Oh, you think you training for when you meet CLG out gonna knock out the internet out Oh man, boy, Credit Tax boy, you funny man. So I really want to play Yoshi. You know what? So far, even though some people on the line has complained about Yoshi, but what I've played so far, just the beginning, it played well, man. Sin and Punishment played well as well. Yeah. From my experience. I can't speak on everybody else. What? Uncharted Collection is not going to be on PC, unfortunately. They announced that. Huh. I'm about to look into that story. So, I wouldn't call Steam Deck is all I need in my handheld life. Yeah, I would tell you, man, that Steam Deck. Each time I watch a video, it's just like, ooh wee, this looks really really good. That's a better PSP Vita. I would cop that easily. Yeah, easily. I'm telling you, like, that's why I look at Sony sometimes like, man, some of y'all decisions, man. You know what? They make great Sony is a company, man. They make great cameras, man. I love their cameras. I own probably way too many. But the Sony decision, man, on the video game standpoint, like they can dominate everybody. They can force Nintendo to submit if they really wanted to. They could force Nintendo to submit in the game handheld market. They could, man. If they had if this thing about at the same time, if they had a system, if they at one time, if they had a PS4, and then closer to the end of the cycle came out with a portable PS4, that's hard to come back from, man. Ooh, man, I give me goosebumps just thinking about it. So I totally gave up on Sony when they dropped the Vita. No support for the Vita was so disappointing. They lost me. Agreed, Benj. You know, matter of fact, I didn't put this question over. Agreed. I totally agree with you. I was just like, you know what, man. And so I even look at my cause they have some great games on there. I look at games like Killzone. I think it's Killzone Mercenaries, but the Killzone online game was phenomenal, man. I was just like, you know what, man. Why did they back off that system? They could have did so much more that they didn't. I think they got, Nintendo was taking their lunch. And so they was like, we gotta get out of this grace. They moonwalked right up out of it. You said like Zelda Breath of the Wild on PC. I'm gonna tell you why that wouldn't happen. None of their first party titles, because when it goes off to a different platform, then they control it. Look how long it took for them to get onto mobile. And you know what? Even though, Fire Emblem made them a lot of money on mobile. I think Super Mario Run made them some money. But you know what? It's still one game buck. So so Nintendo's always been really protective over their IPs. So I really don't see it going to PC. But I would never say never, because I would have said, if you'd asked me 3 years ago, will we be playing Sony games? Matter of fact, God of War is coming to PC. You'll be like, yeah, that's not true. But it is. God of War is coming to PC. So I would never say never, but out of any of the three companies in the console war, I don't see Nintendo giving them that kind of leverage. Because once you give it that once you dip your toe in there and you start to like that money, they'll dip it again. And so what happens is, people can, it messes with their overall brand of what they're trying to present. And I don't think Nintendo's going to go that direction. That is my opinion, but I could very well be wrong. They're not on Steam. They are on PC via emulation through user. I don't know what you're talking about. He said they are releasing Uncharted Legacy of Thieves on the PC. Okay, yes, okay, yeah, that's right. You are right. And Uncharted 4, but eventually 1, 2, and 3 will come. Yeah, absolutely. Jim Ryan said the whole slate. Yeah, I do. I totally agree. That's what it better happen. I would say that. That's better happen. It says okay, I hope so, GT. All right. Yep. I hope so too. All right, good people. Let's go ahead. Let's switch screens. We've been jamming. We don't talk this long. We talked about 2 hours. We haven't got into liquor loose. So we'll go through the news pretty quick. I don't want to keep y'all too much on here. But it's some stuff we get through. We talk about it. We talk about it. If we don't, then we don't. All right, we're back on the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to hit that like button. We got 19 people on the wheel. Hope some more people come through. Let's get out of here. All right, the news for this evening. I saw this article on CNBC, and what it said, Apple says it competes with PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo in sign of gaming importance. Let's see. Let's read this here. It says Apple products compete as gaming platforms with Sony, PlayStation, Microsoft's Xbox, and Nintendo. The company said on Friday in a regulatory filing. Previously, Apple only said it competes against Google Android in smartphones and Microsoft Windows in PC for the attention of software developers. Apple competitors were an important topic in the high-profile antitrust viral with Epic Games earlier this year, in which Apple argued that they didn't have a monopoly because its App Store competes against other gaming companies, and that okay. So I'm not gonna read no more because I see the direction from the court case. So Apple was pretty much just saying that, hey, their argument that yes, they are in competition with some of these consoles, but that was just all for the legal spot because they was going up against Epic, and Epic was trying to get the bag from them. All right, so okay, so the title caught me off guard, but wasn't that important. All right, hey man, did y'all check out Facebook has changed their name to Meta something? What is it? Metaverse. I hate to laugh, but when I saw it, I was like, what? What the hell are they doing? But they're getting ready to release a new, more powerful headset that comes out next year. No prices was released for it yet, but it's gonna be interesting because you know what? I think the Oculus is a pretty good headset. If you have never tried not RV, but VR, I think if you get yourself $300, I think the Oculus VR headset is a pretty good introduction to it. If you have not jumped on it yet, I'll be playing. Hopefully, I'll be playing this summer, but this Christmas rather. But I will say that certain games like Beat Saber, man, is a great VR experience, man. Let's see. We cover these comments. I don't want to get too bad. Right? He said Nintendo games are on PC via emulator. Agreed. I heard the M1 Max is just as powerful as a PS5. Check 1 2. Why I keep? I gotta hold on 1 second, good people. I was talking and it's like kind of just clipped out, and I think it was clipping out because this was kind of loose. All right, let's get back. Doug said, I want a Quest 2. Yeah, I think this is, to me, a good time to get one. I think, but they got a brand new one dropping, and if you watch that metaverse, what you call it, presentation, I mean, it looked that black one, whatever it's called, whenever it's gonna drop, it looks good. So I might, jump on that. But we'll see. Quest don't require a Facebook account anymore. Is that article title a troll because now requires a metaverse account? I think let's see. All right, let's read it. This is Kotaku, so this article should be legit. While the biggest news from Facebook Connect live stream was Facebook rebranding to Meta, which I refuse to use. Right, agreed. The social media company also announced that the Oculus Quest VR headset would no longer require a Facebook account. As we focus more on work and, frankly, as we heard your feedback more broadly, we're working on making it so that you can log into Quest with an account other than your personal Facebook account. And that's from Mark Zuckerberg. It said we're starting to test support for work accounts soon. Okay, like that. All right, so yes, I did hear that for sure. Matter of fact, I watched the presentation, and for sure Mark Zuckerberg said it like, hey, we're not going to require a Facebook account for your Quest, which is great, really great. But best believe they're going to probably do some form of Meta Uverse account, something like that. So some kind of account is going to happen because you got to be able to purchase the game somehow. And that's got to be tied to something that they're doing. So no Facebook account, but some other account will be coming. I actually be interested in a Quest if I didn't need a depression account to use it. You know what? Yeah, but you know what? No, they stopped that. So you know what? You don't have to. I don't know what account you can use, but it is what it is. Let's see. That's good. My son has to use my Facebook account to use his Oculus Quest that he purchased with his own money. Yep. I think I'm gonna be in the same boat. Quay, let's get you on the board, my brother. How you doing? Welcome. Let get you on the board. Quay, don't forget, man, hit that like button for your brother. I appreciate you. All that you do. We got 20 people on the board. Let's get back to the news. All right. I think this Christmas these bad boys gonna sell like hotcakes. I mean, 'cause last year they sold really, really well. But I think this year they got some games on there. I think like if you have not seen IGN's video of Resident Evil 4 running on the Oculus, I'll tell you, go check it out. It's one of the reasons why, man, I almost pulled the trigger because they finally got a game that I was like, oh, I can get into this. And it looks good. And it's like it's definitely a good experience. Well, I gotta keep I keep this water in my system because I need to take some medicine. I need to take an allergy pill because my allergies is kicking my tail right now. Nose is stuffing up. I got phlegm going down my throat. Can't have that. Can't get sick. Can't do that. I haven't been sick in a long time, but I'm not looking forward to it either. All right. So are you picking up a Oculus Quest this Christmas? Let me know in the chat because I would like to know what games you're picking up. Now, let's speculate, man. New Marvel game coming from Uncharted Star Wars veteran Amy Hennig. I remember she was, I think she worked on Uncharted 3, if I'm correct. Cause I think she started on 4 and it was a big old hassle. She got fired or let go. Or she quit one of the two, and then somebody else finished it. However, but she working on a Marvel game, and the only game that I can see would be like maybe a Black Panther game seems logical. I don't think Black Panther is not coming up sometime next year or even the year after that. I gotta look at the Marvel, the Phase playbook, find out when it's coming out. But they can do something with Eternal. Who's going to see Eternal this month? I'm definitely in favor of that movie. After watching the previews, I said, okay, this might just be good. So, and speaking of that, just a side note, hey man, I went to go see Venom this weekend. First movie I've been to we went to the movies to watch it. the first time I've been to the movies, man, in about I think over 2 years, and it was decent. It wasn't as good as the first Venom. However, it was funnier. It was way funnier. Kind of in some parts was kind of corny, but I enjoyed it. I would say I definitely enjoyed it. It just wasn't as good as the first one, but it was definitely funnier than the first one. Because Venom's voice, and I did not know this. Venom's voice is the voice of Bane of Batman. If you watch I think the last was it Batman? Was it Batman Returns or Batman: The Dark Knight? With Bane, he had that crazy voice. That's the same voice of Venom, and man, it's just perfect. It fits that character perfectly. So yeah, definitely worth to check out. All right, let's see. Got a couple comments. How can she be a Star Wars veteran when the game she was working on got canceled? Hulk game, please. You know what? There needs to be a Hulk movie. I do agree that there needs to be a standalone Hulk movie because you know what the first couple Hulk movies was pretty good. So I will probably double dip on Tetris Effect for the Quest. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine what it looks like in VR. There are 3 Darth Vader VR games that were on sale in a bundle, but I passed on them. Job Simulator, kids are hooked on Echo VR. Okay, now I tell you, Beat Saber is super fun. Love Beat Saber, man. Beat Saber will have you sweating. Super fun. Dark Knight Rises. Yes. Yeah, I think that's got to be it. When that dude, Bane's voice was crazy. Yeah, so definitely, you know, I saw this article, and of course they're working on something, but you know, what could it be, man? I would love, or even a Wolverine game. Cause you know you got Wolverine coming out next year too. I think that Wolverine game by Insomniac is gonna be good, man. All right, let's get up out of there. Let's see. Hey, did y'all watch the Halo trailer of the campaign gameplay? And I was like, now this looks good. This looks good. I'm really extra excited for Halo now. I think it's going to be a phenomenal. To me, it's like if any time to have Game Pass is to have it out. And I'm hoping last year, GameStop for Black Friday had 3-month Game Passes for $20. And I gave away a couple at our live stream, our live Christmas stream. And I'm hoping to make enough, to have enough, you know, for our Christmas stream this year, where we're giving out quite a few things. So I'm hoping that's it. Yeah, so looking forward to that. That's gonna be good. But I was definitely impressed with if you have not seen it, take your time out, go check this Halo campaign trailer out. I think it's worth it. I was excited to see Chief all over the place. The gameplay looks solid. It looked like fun Halo, and I can't wait to get my hands into it. Especially being a Game Pass. Game Pass member. I'm getting that bad boy day 1. I even ordered a physical copy. Let's see. Speaking of GTA, Dr. Dre is making music for the upcoming GTA game, says Snoop Dogg. Dang, Snoop just let the cat out the bag. But I'm with that, though. I am with that, man. I'm a big fan of Dr. Dre, man. I think he made some phenomenal music, even though as I get older, I find out that, it just wasn't all Dr. Dre. But, he brings a level to the table that, that personifies perfection. And so anything he drop, I'm with that. So I'll let you know it's not going to be this remaster we get. So we're going to talk about that remaster in a minute. But I'm so digging Dr. Dre. Hopefully, probably making music for the GTA 6 whenever that drops sometime in 2023. Oh man, let's see, where is it at? Here it is. Okay. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Physical on the Switch requires a download. God almighty. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first heard this, I was like, man, I'm just kind of bummed. But then, listen, I figured I would wait and read here. It said, if you are holding off until the box release of Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Defined Edition on the Nintendo Switch system, which is due on Tuesday, December 7th, then you should be made aware that a download will be required. The majority of the Switch owners who are waiting for the box releases for the trilogy were hoping that all 3 games would be on the cartridge, though it now seems very unlikely to be the case. While it hasn't been explicitly stated that Rockstar that all 3, okay, I'm gonna stop reading only because yes. Another article, and I guess I don't have that article that I read, states that I think the first 2 games are on the cartridge. I think it was like Grand Theft Auto 3 and I think San Andreas. I think Vice City is the one that you had to download. So I think you get 2 of the 3 games already on the cartridge, and Vice City you had to download. And to me, I'm okay with that. I am very, very okay with that. I came close to saying, you know what, I want to go ahead and download it, come out in November, it's a whole month early. I'm still contemplating. I haven't made that decision yet because of the fact it's like, you know, I would love to stream it because I especially like, you know, Grand Theft. It's like San Andreas. San Andreas was my favorite. So I'm still thinking about it, but I really would like to hold off until I got the cartridge. So I don't know, man. It's one of the things, it's a catch-22. So I will hopefully know something later. But if you're talking about getting a physical version of this game, you might just have to wait. It says, Quake 311 says, we brought the DLC for Green Day and Imagine Dragons for Beat Saber. Oh, my goodness. Maybe a believer. There wasn't that not the dopest Switch commercial? That was the dopest Switch commercial, man. I mean that really, I mean that to be honest, that put me on to Imagine Dragons. I didn't even know who Imagine Dragons was until that song Believer came out. I was just like, dog, this is a sweet song. My kids don't even like, you know, saying rock like that. And you know, I wouldn't call it rock, but whatever. But when they heard it, it was like, oh, Dad, this is good. And, you know, and hands down, oh, they said, oh, and they got Linkin Park too? Gang. See, you know, that's good information to know. See, that's stuff I would download because those some good games. And I like Beat Saber because Beat Saber gets you to, you know, certain song, man, because, you know, if you like music, it's just like, it hit differently, man. So, all right, that's good to know. Think about that. All right. Let's see. Dark Knight Rises was the last time I was in a theater. Damn, that was 2012. Woo-wee. That's a long time. Aaron Rodgers is still hasn't paid me. I think I'm a Patriot fan. So last time I was theater was taking the kids to Frozen 2. Woo-wee. Now that's a grip. Cool Breeze is in the building. We get Cool Breeze on the board real quick. Good people. Cool Breeze. Cool Breezy. Taking it easy. For sheezy. Cool Breeze on the board, ladies and gentlemen. He said, I'm home. All right, my bro. I'm glad you said it. Don't forget, Cool Breeze, hit that like button. Hot Pockets. It has to be. It has to be for San Andreas remaster. No way those licenses are still valid for the old music. Oh man, I really, really hope some of that old music, man, is still on these games. Excuse me. I really, really hope. So I'm not cool with that. Give me a second cartridge if you can't fit. Okay, they could. This is what gets me. All right, you make a great point. I'm gonna read your comment. Then I'm gonna come back to the point. Is that I'm not cool with that. Give me a second cartridge if you can't fit on one cartridge. Nintendo and Rockstar have enough money, agreed, to make it work without charging more than $10 a Nintendo tax. Agreed. And so at first, that's what I thought was going to happen, especially because Nintendo itself is publishing the game. And I found this out recently. There's only one other game, one other Switch game out of all the Switch games that's out there. There's only one that has a 32-bit, a 32 gigabyte cartridge, and that is The Witcher. Now, how did The Witcher was able to make that happen? And for Grand Theft Auto, these three games couldn't fit on, and it can very well fit onto a 32 gigabyte cartridge. Crazy, right? So I agree totally with everything you just said. I would take the Nintendo tax for that. Crazy. I just recently at the movies to see Candyman when it was released. Don't say it 3 times. Smashing that like button. Who's with me? That's right, Cool Breezy. Who's with your boy, Cool Breezy? Hit that like button. We got 21 people on the wheel tonight. But Cool Breeze, we talking about Grand Theft Auto physical version. Requires a download. I wish all 3 games on the cartridge, and I was really really hoping for that. But to get 2, I think I'll still wait and and just make it do what it do. Definitely a game I'm not buying for my children. All right. Exclusive mobile smash hit Retro Bowl will bring American football to the Switch. I don't know how to feel about this here. Even though I'll probably, if it's cheap enough, I probably will pick it up. But is it okay? So I'll read this. It's a very short article. It said the Switch eShop has a decent range of sports games, including various options for NFL. What? Including varied options of NFL American football enthusiasts. No, they don't. It's only really one game on the Switch that you can play. Or you get Techno Ball. You take the original Techno Ball that you get on the online service, and I think you get Mutant League Football, and that's it. I digress. I keep reading. Another that is targeting a release in Q1 2022 is Retro Bowl from the New Star Games, which will be looking to continue the outstanding momentum. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you have a mobile game that's a football game, which I like football, and I have not played this game yet, so I can't give it a rating by any stretch of imagination, but I bet you it was good. See, listen. Candyman, John Candy. You tripping. If you thought I was going to say it 3 times. Man, Guerrilla Tactics is funny, man. Golly, man. Oh, man. Skyrim is better than Witcher 3. I don't know about that one. Witcher 3 is good, man. But I mean, I see and understand why people like Skyrim so much. Did that already, Cool Breeze. Hey, buddy. I wish I could show you my other dog. I kept my older dog in here for a reason because this new dog keep messing with him, and so I couldn't protect him because he old man Hero. My kids named him Hero after Big Hero 6. And so I've kept him in my room. I know he want to get out because he probably want to eat or drink or something. But, buddy, can you hang tough for a second? Let me finish this last story, and I'll let you out. All right. So I'm really glad San Andreas is making a comeback. Yeah, me too. Listen, that was my thing. It was like San Andreas to me was, and I'm not even nowhere close a big Grand Theft Auto guy. Like, I played a little bit of Grand Theft Auto 3. It was okay for what it were, but, I really played San Andreas. Like, I really didn't play Vice City, so I was like, But San Andreas I played, and so. Square bad boy. He wild. But I'm just glad that at least we're getting a physical edition, and I'm also glad the fact that you know what, it won't be long. You know, I just gotta make a decision. But I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and get and download them, which I really don't. But that's why I wish it was day and date. You know, let me buy the physical version if I choose to want to buy the physical version. Don't force me to wait. I hate that. All right, new subject. Quick fast. Boo! Nintendo and Lego announces 3 brand new Luigi Mansion sets. Has anybody bought any of the Mario sets? Your boy didn't. Not one of them. They was too expensive. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one would be crazy expensive, especially like that Super Mario 64 block. It's just too expensive, man, to be delving that kind of money into that online scene. Yeah, I agree. So I don't know. I'm not gonna play the sound from it, but just a quick video. Just let it roll. All right, so you got that one there. Oh, you got a scary one, probably Luigi's Mansion, probably. Yep. Oh no, Mario. All right, so you got 3 sets. They'll probably be way too expensive. You know what? To me, that have those kind of sets, you gotta have a really, really big house. Cause you know what? Cause who's gonna want to break that down and then put that back? Not your kid, not the boy. All right, cool. I went the wrong one. Boop. I don't know why I did it in the first place. Done. So be on the lookout for that. I think. Hold on, go back to the story. I think it said it's when is it coming? It comes out the 1st of January. So all 3 Ghosty sets set to arrive 1/1/22. So if you're interested in that, hey, be on the lookout. All right, let's see. Let's get back to. Hey, is there anybody in the chat that does not have Metroid? Shame on you. But if there's one, I would tell you right now, go and download the free demo that Nintendo has given to you ever so gracefully. And they did for Halloween. Nintendo has a free Metroid Dread demo. Definitely worth to pick up. If you have not seen it, go get it. If you questioning yourself about getting this game, go download the demo and have some fun and come back and talk to me and say, Dave, what was I thinking? I need this game in my life. Metroid, man, I tell you my game of the year so far, and I haven't even got far through it. I hear it. I don't like talking to people about it. All right. Out now. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to publish a video for this hopefully tomorrow. I played the demo. It was super short. They give you about 10 minutes worth. I would tell you that I have really good internet, and it still gave me a little choppy every now and then. The controls was okay, but felt quite loose for being over the internet. And once again, I have good internet. I have fiber, 1,000 up, 1,000 down. But it reminded me of Uncharted. That's the vibe I get playing it. It reminded me kind of an Uncharted on a linear. The gunplay was okay. Everything was okay. Could I play through the game on a Nintendo Switch online? And I probably could. And that's saying a lot. I probably could definitely get through this here. But oh man, I'm sorry, man. Cause Guerrilla Tactics is so funny, man. This joker be dropping a minute out, man. Oh, is it Doug Dan Run put your gun up? I can't wait for what's KOF? Kingdom to drop. I'm gonna need that game. What's KOF? I forgot. Please charge to my head, not to my heart. It has not triggering what it is off the top of my head. Patiently waiting for CMG's cloud version review. Oh boy, I tell you, listen, that's a joker that is gonna square up with you. King of Fighters. Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, my brother. King of Fighters. Now, King of Fighters, is that coming to the Switch? Yeah, King of Fighters back in the day was good. it was just underrated. They was just going up against Street Fighter, and everybody was on Street Fighter, but King of Fighters was good. I just played it in the arcade. That tell you how old your boy is. All right. So yeah. So back to this demo, man. It's worth playing. It's 10 minutes long. 10 or 11 minutes long. It's worth playing it. I tell you what I enjoyed. I enjoyed the dialogue, the constant back and forth between all the Guardians was good. Even within the 10-minute period was good. The graphics look good on the Switch. I would tell you that. Just had a little bit of choppiness, getting into the game. Some of the load screens was a little too long for my taste, but it wasn't unreasonable. But do I think it's worth $60 cloud version? Hecky no. No. If they wanted the cloud version, they wanted me to buy the cloud version, this game would have been $40 and I would have considered it. But to say, hey, you know what, I might to play it on the Switch only for $60, I might well, you know what? If I did not have any other system, I still would pass on this game because unless you're a Marvel diehard and you only have a Switch, then you could pay that amount. But man, I'm not a fan of cloud gaming. I am not. I'm not a fan of something that, hey, when this service goes away, so does my game that I gave you $60 for. And it's not that good a game to be like, man, I gotta pay $60 for on the cloud. Hey, now listen. Now one thing that's good. Greta Titan brought up a good point. Let's see. Hold on. I don't know if the new is or not. Okay, gotcha. Greta Titan says, once it hits $30 on Steam sale, I'll buy Guardians again. Okay, see, look, now this is the point. Yes, I would definitely buy this game for $30 on Steam. I would, hands down. From what I played so far, I think the story is probably going to be super good. I watched the review. The reviews were good, positive about it. And I think that this would be a good game to pick up, but not for $60. Not on the Switch. The cloud version does not perform as well as it should if I'm going to pay $60. If I want to pay $60, there's no hiccups. It should be flawless. And a lot of these games that come from the cloud that's on the Nintendo Switch are not the best. And so there will be no way I'm purchasing this on the Switch. But I would buy it on sale on the Steam Deck. I would buy it. Listen, I totally agree. I would definitely buy it. But that's it. That's the only way you get it. But did I enjoy the demo? I enjoyed it. It was just really, really short. It was a little bit short. I shot a couple things. They had great conversation. I had to make a decision a couple times that really didn't affect nothing going on in the game. But I had to make the decisions, and I enjoyed it. I think it's worth playing through the demo. It is. But there would be no way I'll pay $60 for this. No way. I wouldn't pay $60 for this on the PS5 or the Xbox Series X. I'm not paying that. But on Steam, I would pay it at a very, very cheap price. I would have to catch it on sale. That's the only way I buy it. All right. Enough of the Guardians. Boop. Get them off of there. Mark Hamill to reveal new games at the host of Thunderworld. I think Thunderworld, they make like what do they make? They make like I think SteamWorld Dig. Don't they make SteamWorld Dig? Let's see. Okay, so all right, let me. World-renowned Star Wars star, much-loved voice actor, and all-around good egg, Mr. Mark Hamill is down for hosting duties at the debut of gaming showcase event from developer Thunderfire Games. I'm trying to think what games are they? It said taking place in November. Luke Skywalker himself will deliver a host of announcements from former enemy team Thunderful that will cover both previously revealed projects across different platforms. Oh, yes, they make Fire Girl. Now, Fire Girl looks good. Yes. Fire Girl. Okay, so all right, now I'm on board. At first, I was like, I don't know about this, but I'm on board now. So the event will be live streamed in usual places, your YouTube and Twitches, as well as Thunderfoot.com. Okay. On November 10th. So what's the day? Today is the 1st. So sometime next week. So you're looking at the 1st, maybe Wednesday of next week. So at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be in school, so I won't be streaming it, but I will be watching it because listen, I believe it or not, man, do not sleep. But this game, Fire Girl, looks really, really good. Really, really good. I'm definitely on board with Fire Girl. Oh, I think, hold on, what is this other game? I think this is the game I want to play too. Hold on, let me see. Curse to Golf and Fire Girl. Okay, no, this ain't it. This is the golf game. But I swear they got another game I was looking for. However, I'm checking it out just for Fire Girl. And if anything else come out of it, then it's a winner. November 10th. It's a Wednesday. We'll talk about it again come next week. Just to kind of remind you guys. Mark Hamill. Love him as the Joker. I mean, not Joker, but love him as the Joker. He played Joker. All right. All right. So Switch Online Expansion Pack is now available. Switch's firmware update to 13.1.0. We talked about this enough. I'm not gonna go too many details into this here. All I can tell you is they got a ton of dislikes, and I have not played any of the Genesis stuff. Maybe I download and try something. I don't know. All right, let's see. Hyrule Warrior Age of Calamity now updated to version 1.3.0. Nintendo has released a fresh new update for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild spinoff, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is set 100 years before Link's epic adventure. The game... hit this button. Before the epic adventure, the game, which has been updated to version 1.30, today sees Nintendo preparing the game ready for the expansion pass. It has made adjustments. Preparation for the expansion addresses several issues, including a rare case that prevented game progress. Okay, not a big update, but getting ready for the expansion. Maybe that expansion is free with the Nintendo Online. We have to see. A list of playable characters for the unannounced Warner Brothers fighting game has appeared. I did see the actual screenshot, and it looks legit. But you know what? The game doesn't look. The screenshot don't look impressive. Like I'm like, oh my goodness. Like you're looking at it right now. These two characters look impressive, especially, man, if you have not played that Lord of the Rings, that Lord of the Rings game. This is a war or something. Super good, man. Super good. Beat the first one, man. But the second one, man, it's hard. It's a lot harder than the first one. But the first one was super good. Super good. All right, let's see what game. So Steven Universe, Batman, Harley Quinn, Finn from Adventure Time, Jake from Adventure Time, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Superman, Wonder Woman, Gandalf, Rick Sanchez, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, and a jolly-looking green creature who seems to be in a... However, I want Yosemite Sam. If they go do Bugs Bunny, you gotta have Yosemite Sam with his guns on the side, blazing Bugs Bunny up. I need that in my life. Have no idea when this game is gonna drop. This game is not a 2021 game for sure. It might be a 2022 game. We just have to see. But the mere fact that you got some heavy hitters a part of this roster and the potential to add even more heavy hitters, the game should be on your radar. Did anybody get a chance to play Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl? I wonder how that panned out for everybody. All right, let's see. Guerrilla Tactics. So I still want to buy Hyrule Warriors. I've been playing Persona 5 Strikers, which is super good. Super good. I have Strikers. Definitely enjoyed it. And it has shown me that if the theme is right, I can get into it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I would tell you, just from playing Hyrule Warriors and watching my son complete it, great story. You would enjoy it just as I know for sure you enjoying Persona, because Persona, you know what? The story is good. I mean, if you are, especially for Persona fans, if you've played it, if you played any of the old Persona games, and then you come into Strikers, you're going to enjoy it even more. So, yep. I would tell you Hyrule Warriors is good. Gandalf versus Batman dream match. Right. Love Batman. All right. Let's get up out of here. I'll keep the news pumping. I put all I want for Christmas is a PSP. The PSP is long dead. The PlayStation Vita is too. But long live Valve Steam Deck, a handheld that just around the corner. And thanks to Sony new PC game push, will finally make the dream of playing the company's biggest blockbusters on a small portable device a reality. While the initial units aren't set to start shipping until December, developers have already been getting their hands on the Steam Deck and tweeting pictures of its running their games. The latest person to partake in the media blitz is none other than Shuhei Yoshida, Sony's international entertainment head of independent development. Let's see this. What was he playing? Okay, so all right. So this. Let's see. We can go to the Twitch from here. That's why I love the iPad, man. Boom, boom. We in there. Aaron Kerr, try again. What? Blasphemy. Let's go back. Let's try it again. Boom. What? I'm not confirming all that stuff here. Get out of here. All right. So I guess, you know what? Just from they look like Horizon Zero Dawn. It looks clean. It looks it looks like I'm ready to play it today. I'm so jelly. Yeah, I'm be jelly. Q1. That means like January. You know, anytime between January and March, you're gonna be straight. No, not me. Listen, I might this is gonna be a birthday gift for me. Any May babies in the house? May 7th, baby. Your boy be. But the great thing about it, like I had to scroll down because God of War is coming as well. To play God of War on the Steam Deck. My only issue with the Steam Deck is that, man, I can't buy it from a store, so I can't get a warranty for this bad boy. So if something happens to it, how do they plan on solving it? That's gonna be my issue. Even though I'm not that rough on the game, but that still would bother me. But Steam Deck, man, you gotta love it, man. I cannot wait. Ever since he should have got demoted from head of indies, he really has been two-stepping on Sony, and now he's out here promoting the Steam Deck. Right. I would too, man. They should have never demoted him. All right, let's see. 24 years after release, Goldeneye Nintendo 64 is no longer banned in Germany. Goldeneye of Nintendo 64 was released in 1997. Quick little story about this game for me, man, is that when I wasn't even going to buy this game. Matter of fact, I was like, nope, I'm not buying this game. And so I went to at that time, before GameStop dominated and bought everybody out, it was EB Games. Matter of fact, Electronic Boutique. And I went there and I was like, you know what, man, I'm looking for a new game, but you know what you got? And so the guy was like, listen, man, this is the best game ever. He said, this is the best game on a console ever. And he said, man, I was like, James Bond? He was like, James Bond 007. Believe me, you will buy this game and you will come back and you would thank me. He said it just like that. You would come back and thank me. This guy was old. This guy was maybe at that probably now. This guy is probably well into his 80s because he was old then. And so he sold me the game. I went home, bought it, came home, was like, dog, this is the greatest game ever. it was to a point, man. I was telling so many people about it. It was like, man, people wouldn't believe in me, man, until I took it on the college campus and we played 4-player with 4 different controllers. And from there, me personally has probably sold without really selling it, but like this by showcasing the game, at least 40 copies of this game. I know at least 40 cats who bought this game when I was in school, and they was like, dog, this is the greatest thing ever. And we would have tournaments, and people would go to other people's houses. It was crazy. But I'm so glad to hear this news that it's not banned, because to do that is you have to be purposeful with it. So, spotted by VGC, Rare's beloved Nintendo 64 game Goldeneye is no longer banned from being sold, advertised, or marketed to minors in Germany. This follows 24 years of it being on the banned media list in Europe, in the European countries. All right. What's interesting about this recent unbanning of GoldenEye in Germany is that it was going to happen automatically next year, as media on that index is removed after 25 years, according to Eurogamer Germany. However, someone on some entity stepped in early to get the game unbanned. We don't know who or what company decided it was time to free GoldenEye from his old banned media list, but there is a lot of speculation online that it might be a sign that the game will be soon released on Nintendo Switch, probably via the Nintendo 64 Nintendo Online expansion pack. All right, let's see. I'm going out to the end. It seems very plausible that Nintendo or some other company involved in the complicated rights revolving around GoldenEye wanted to avoid any problems that might rise from the game still being on the ban index in Germany, and decided to ask if it can be removed a bit early. Still, until word from Nintendo, this is just a good yet unofficial theory. So yes, it's a theory. Could it be? I don't know, but I would tell you, it looks promising. It looks promising, and I would love for it to happen. It would be like Christmas. I would love that game in its original state. Matter of fact, let me take it back. I need the controls to be updated, definitely. But I would love to play this game online. Love to. All right. Let's see. Quite said, I still believe in the Sony swap. Let's see. Greta Tech says, it was EB Games here in Canada until 2020. Wow. Love EB Games, man. I'm a fan of EB Games more than anything else. All right, let's keep it going. Let's see. Nintendo just renewed a bunch of trademarks, including Duck Hunt, Excitebots. Excitebots. And Super Mario Land. Nintendo has just registered trademarks for a few of existing properties. The new trademarks are for Duck Hunt, Excitebots, Happy Home Paradise, Mario Strikers, Super Mario Land. While it's natural to speculate if this means we'll be seeing new entry in the series, the renewal of the trademarks is pretty common and boring practice. In fact, back in 2022, Nintendo renewed 39 trademarks at the same time, covering everything from Freaky Form to Radar Mission. Trademarks renewal basically means that the Nintendo can retain the rights to a name and not have another company apply for it. Interesting. Not gonna speculate on that. Cause we can go down a rabbit hole that's quite deep, but All right. Critter Tactics. Coming to Nintendo Switch Online is justified that 80 price tag. Yeah. Not yet. Let's see. I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but I heard it was terrible. Did anybody watch the Sony State of Play? And for what I watched the highlights, and I was like, I was not impressed at all. The only game that kind of got me is the game that's coming to the Switch. Where is it at? Death's Door. That's speaking of that. That looks good. It looks like something I would play. I gotta play what I got though. I got too many games. All right, let's see. I kind of listen. I'm getting close to the end of the news type, but I kind of wanted to talk about this in more depth. It says next gen consoles are selling without next gen games, and that's because of, what, everyone likes new hardware, no matter if it's Nintendo or if it's Apple. You know what? I think a lot of us who might not claim to be game whores are gaming whores. We like new consoles. It is what it is. How my son says it all the time. So I get that. I totally get that. So, but hold on, let me see if I can get back to my little spot. I kind of hit the wrong button. All right, there we go. But if you look at it, there is not a lot of games on the PS5 that you just gotta have. There's no games on the Xbox Series X that you just gotta have. If you got an Xbox, One X, you are still in good shape as long as you got Game Pass. So, and if I'm correct, Halo will run day one on Game Pass on your Xbox Series. No, on your Xbox One X. So there's no reason to really upgrade. I can't even tell you, like, out of my games, like I haven't played my Series X in a long time. I know for sure I got tons of updates that when I cut it on, it's gonna probably update for an hour because I haven't played it. But I play my Switch all the time. PS5, have not played it. I'm probably gonna have a ton of updates. But I play my Switch all the time. Grid Attack says, hey, I fell asleep during the state of play. My motivation to buy a PS5 is now in the negative. Yep. I would tell anybody right now I would wait too. I mean, I think, you know what? Matter of fact, I think those who waited are probably going to come out on the winning side of this because I still don't think and have not seen anything within the first 6 months of next year worth buying besides Horizon Zero Dawn. I doubt if God of War makes it in that first half of the year. I think that's a Christmas game. But besides Horizon, and now I might be missing one game, but it's not a lot of stuff to be like, oh man, I just can't wait to get this game on my PS5. Not excited at all. Not excited. But you know what? If you ask me about this Nintendo Switch, and those who may hate on its graphics and the power of the system, they have an excellent, and I mean excellent, set of games coming out next year, buddy. I just don't know where the money gonna come from. The money gotta come from somewhere, somehow. It's gotta happen because it is about to get ugly come next year. It's gonna get ugly, man. Ugly. Don't know how that's gonna happen, but man, it's gonna happen. All right, let's see what was it. Doug, Dad, Ron Pookie Gunda. I haven't even bought a next gen yet. But if I do, I'm for sure getting an Xbox back again. And I couldn't be mad at that choice. If I look at the PlayStation games, I think you can play. But if you put the three of them together, man, like give me my Switch all day, every day. Second place, give me my Xbox. No, because I got an Xbox One. I say give me the PlayStation only because, man, they have just a tad bit more games to play compared to the Xbox. This Xbox has got Game Pass, and you can't go wrong with that. And Halo getting ready to drop. What? Cannot wait for Halo. At least from a Microsoft standpoint, I can see why there's consoles is selling with no next gen games. Game Pass, a backlog of games with better performance with the S. Granted, you can get the S. Now, if you don't have one, I would tell you you can get a Series S in store right now. I seen a couple at Walmart the other day. Back to the story. There is an insanely low price. Yeah, totally agree with that standpoint. Tommy, what's going on? Tommy D, man, what's going on, man? Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, okay, so you got Gran Turismo 7. And you got Horizon Zero Dawn that probably is going to come out in that first half. But that's it. Think about it, that's like 2 games, man. It's 2 games. And I can tell you right now, the Switch got about at least 10. And they got some heavy bangers next year, man. You got Kirby. You got Breath of the Wild 2. You have Splatoon 3. You have Pokemon Arceus. You got some bangers, man, that's gonna turn some eyes. And you know what? And we haven't even got to some other stuff that hasn't even been released yet, like Silk Song. And I mean, they got some bangers for next year, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, side note, man. Did anybody see those new beats that just dropped? I said, I want some. I had to tell my kids, like, hey, that's what your daddy want for Christmas. Gran Turismo looks mighty sweat. Listen, Gran Turismo is always going to look good. Oh, Tommy, let me get you. Tommy, by you chiming in tonight, man, let me get you on the board, man, because I'll forget. I do a giveaway, a $10 eShop giveaway, and by you timing in tonight, man, you on the board, my brother. Got you. We 22 bit. Tommy, just do me a favor, man, before you jet out, man, or if you stick around, man, hit that like button for your boy. Appreciate you. All right. CMG says I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. I should play that all the time in the club too. All right, boom, boom. When Halo drops, it's about to be a 360 Halo era all over again. I was just talking to my son and my oldest son, and we said he pretty much echoed the same thing you're saying. He said, man, it's gonna be crazy because the online looks so good. The online looks phenomenal. And if the story, and I think this is going to probably be the best Halo story out of the 3 because they put so much emphasis into it. Yeah, I'm definitely on board with Halo, and I think now Ratchet and Clank was good, man. I ain't gonna lie, and I haven't played all of it. I got so many games where I play like nice chunks of section of it and just haven't went back to it yet, and I need to go back to it. But like Demon Souls, man, was good, man. It's a beautiful game, man. All right, I digress. I'm get off of this here. CMG says the Switch is going to be fire. Yeah, next year, man, it's going to be bananas, man. But that's my issue with next gen. It's like, you know what? I remember what a lot of people was like, you know what? These next gen systems were going to blow away the Nintendo Switch. Now, true enough, the pandemic helped Nintendo quite greatly because of the fact that, you know what? It cut his competition legs from underneath him, and they had Animal Crossing that really, really gave people things to do while they were being in the house. And so next year it's gonna be crazy, man. I'm telling y'all. If Nintendo's smart, they'll have these games, and then you know what they do? They'll add a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED and continue to make that money, buddy. All right. Tommy D said, "True. I'm Sony biased. Um, won't front. Live out loud. I've been playing the Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima, dog. Ghost of Tsushima, man. If I was telling anybody right now, I'm just hoping that game comes to Steam, so I can play it on my Steam Deck. But I would tell you, Ghost of Tsushima, man, is super good. I mean, I believe Ghost of Tsushima was better than The Last of Us 2. And The Last of Us 2 was good. Last of Us 2 was really good. But I think Ghost of Tsushima, man, was just like a breath of fresh air. So, yeah, man, I and the online update, which I have not played the online update, and I need to. But, man, yeah, you got some points on that, Tommy D. Now, listen, this ain't Tommy D from Ferris, is it? Ferris State University. I need to know that. That's my boy Tommy D from Ferris, man. I'm about to go crazy. All right. Yeah, Ghost to Steam so I can finally finish it. Yeah, man. Listen, that to me is a no-brainer. You know, it's coming. That's coming. All right, so I'm not gonna go too deep. I just wanted to kind of touch base, man, because especially on this subject, because you know what I do it's another story I want to talk about. Let's see. I don't play Roblox. I'm not gonna go over that story. I do. Two stories I want to go into. Facebook bringing into the metaverse via Oculus 2. It's stupid, right? So GTA is coming. All right, hold on. Something else I want to. Netflix first Witcher 2 trailer sees. Universe. I tore that name out. Return. All right, so good. It debuts on December 17th. Yes. I'm going to binge watch. I'm going to binge watch this during Christmas. Hands down. If you have not watched the first season of Witcher, it was good. It was only 8 episodes. Well, it was 8-hour episode. What's going on, my man? I was like, man, this look like, I said, this can't be Tommy Nat from Ferris. What's going on, my brother, man? I'm glad you chimed in, man. If you have not, man, hit the subscribe button for you. Help your boy out. Hit the like button on the video, man. If you can, man, go to some other videos, man. Hit that like button. It helps me tremendously. But, man, I'm glad you on here, man. I do this every Monday night, Tommy. So come through, man. And I do a giveaway. Let's see, matter of fact, I think I put you on the board. Yeah, Tom, I put you on the board. So we do a giveaway. So what we do at the end of the stream, I'll go through the wheel. And we'll pick names until there's one name left, and that one name would be the winner of our weekly $10 giveaway. If you don't have a Nintendo Switch, which a lot of people don't, well, not a lot of people on this channel, really, But if you want me to switch it up and get you another, get you a PlayStation card instead, I can switch it up and get you a PlayStation card. So, all right. Get back here. Hey, man, like I said before, The Witcher was a great series. I would definitely recommend to go back and watch the first series. Super good. Definitely worth the watch. It was super good. And I'm looking forward to season 2. Let's see. It was another story. Nintendo launches 3 new Zelda websites to celebrate the Game & Watch. Is anybody picking up a Game & Watch? The Zelda Game & Watch? I'm gonna pick up one for nostalgia reason because I have the Mario, but I think it would be nice to have those 3 games on the go at any time. If everything goes to the HELL hockey sticks, you know what? I can still play Zelda, but I'm picking up one for sure. I got my $5 solidified on one. But I saw this story and I was like, hey, you know what? They need to do something because it's going to drop in about, I think it comes out in about 2 weeks. It's like right before, it's like the 17th or something like that. All right. I had another game, Okay, yes. I wanted to talk about this here because I thought this was super dope. If I would tell you these games, even though they're originally mobile games, they're originally like iOS games. But I've played them both, and they were good. I mean, like legit. Like, dang, if this had controls, like I would be tempted to go back and play these games with a controller, and it'll probably be super dope. But I wish it was coming this year. But it's coming next year, and I'm telling you, worthy picks up, especially um if you like Hades. It's kind of in that vein, but with Laura Craft. Or this imagine like to me like Hades mixed with like it's like a Diablo type of game. But super good, man. This phenomenal games. So happy they're coming. The pricing form is I think the story might list the pricing, but I know they were definitely very, 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 very reasonable. Let's see. Okay, so I think they're like maybe like $20 or $30 a piece. I'm hoping they're $20 a piece because then I think it's a work pick up. So that's coming out next year. Definitely, man. It's so good games. I would definitely, if I was you, I would put that on my list of games to get. This is what I wanted to talk about. The Japanese sales. Let's see. Nintendo Switch family of sales, 108,000 units. I love it. Demon Slayer. Hey, did anybody pick up that Demon Slayer game? I wanted anybody in the chat pick up Demon Slayer. My kids, they love Demon Slayer. But, however, of the top 10 software sales for last week, 8 of them are Switch games. But PS4 has the top 2 in Blue Reflection. The second light is Koei Tecmo. They sold 14,000. And Demon Slayer sold 16,000. So we look at one thing about Metroid, man. It slipped to number 4, but it's only sold like almost 10,000 units. I guess that's pretty decent because it's at 119,000. I'm really looking forward to the full month sale of Metroid here in the States to give a real good understanding of what's going on with that. Let's see. The story was good. The online play for me is not it. Okay, got you. You know what? My kids watch the show. My kids are big fans of Demon Slayer. And I am considering trying to watch it. But I think this is, if any time I'm going to watch it, this will be the time to watch it. All right, so finish looking at the game. Man, Ring Fit Adventure, man. Golly. I guess people need to figure out, they're like, I need to get in shape and play. I'm with that. Super Mario Brothers Ultimate. Will there be another Super Mario Brothers game released on the Switch system? I don't think so. But we look at the hardware sales. We're looking at Switch OLED sold 61,000 units. Pay attention, people. Regular Switch sold another 38,000. Pay attention, people. Switch Lite falls to under 10,000 with 8,200, almost 8,300. So let's look at PS5. So if you add PS5 and PS5 digital, you're looking at about what is that, 14,000, which is not a lot. Series S is 3,000. Good. I love to see the Series X, man. 74. Yeah, I told me. But Series S, why? Because the price point is right. You getting a quality service. I'm so glad that they are selling. I don't need them to win the race over in Japan. I just need them to be competitive. When systems are competitive, man, I think as a consumer we all win. So those are the sales. Nothing really shockingly. Only that the games that have sold the most are still selling. Like Animal Crossing is still selling. You know what? Mario Kart 8 is still selling. What's crazy that I never paid attention to it, that Animal Crossing has sold more than Mario Kart 8 over in Japan. That's saying something. And that's saying something in one region to sell 7 million copies of one game. That's saying something. Wow. Well, shout out to them on these sales, boy. When the U.S. sales drop, that's going to be something. Let's see. I think this might be the last story. Video game dates release. Let's see. What games? So let's look at these games. Okay, so World War Z is tomorrow. I thought it was Wednesday. I think I'm just going to pick it up Wednesday. But World War Z is tomorrow on the Switch. Don't know what First Class Trouble is, but it's on the PS4, PS5. Just Dance. Nope. Animal Crossing New Horizon update is the 5th. Call of Duty is that soon? Call of Duty Vanguard is November 5th. Wow. Okay, that's gonna get people gonna pick that game up regardless of how it look. See, Forza Horizon 5, November 9th. So that is what that's a week from tomorrow, on Tuesday, next Tuesday. Skyrim, okay, Grand Theft Auto Trilogy is the 11th, so that's next week as well. Battlefield looks, I don't know, because I heard the online was kind of shaky for the last beta, so maybe they fixed some things by then. But however, that's also this month on okay, I'm gonna tell you one game. Oh, that's for the PC. Darn it. Sorry, people. Because I want Bright Memory, because that was that game they first showed off when they showed off the Xbox Series X. I want that game. I thought that game looked just dope. But it's for the PC on November 11th, so I'll keep my eyeballs on those reviews. Because more than likely, they should be coming to the Xbox Series system soon. Shin Megami Tensei is on the 12th. Boy, big games next week. You got Grand Theft Auto, Shin Megami Tensei, and that's all next week. But you got Oddworld is later on in the month. Death's Door. Okay, that's on the 23rd. Okay. All right. I mean, so next month, man, they got some games that's gonna be worth it. So let's look at December real quick. December, what do we have? We Danganronpa. Okay, that's the 3rd. Halo Infinite is the 8th. Huh? Among Us. Is it supposed to be a new Among Us? I don't know about that. Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll pass. Let's see. What? I thought some other games were coming out. See, they missing some games because I know Big Brain Theory is that got delayed, didn't it? I don't know. I think Big Brain Theory is in December as well. Life is Strange is also in December as well. That did get announced. So this article might be a little late on some of these releases. Fall Guy, no. Fall Guy is a game that should have been on the Switch day one. I don't know why it wasn't, but shame on them. Okay, we got some comments here. Doug says Demon Slayers is a really good show. Even for the people that don't watch anime like that, I would say go for it. Okay, good. That's good. That's good to know, because that's one thing you'd be skeptical about some of the anime. Like, I don't want to overly sexualize show, but I want a show with a good story. So Horizon 5 has my full attention in November. Woo-wee. Are you getting it on the Series S or X? Oh no, I completely forgot about Shin Megami Tensei. I have a copy from Japan and the Best Buy coming next week. Oh man, yeah. Listen, I'm not the biggest RPG fan, so I'm going to defer to you on the opinion of Shin Megami Tensei. All right, good people. Listen, it's about us, man. It's almost PC, baby. Oh ha. I didn't forget about that. All right, good people. It is that time when we get down. You know how it is. We're going to start our wheel tonight. If you're still watching, hey, the 7 people that's left, I appreciate you. Hey, but you know how it is. If you your name get picked first before the last person, you'll get that Peter Griffin sound effect. Let me go ahead and turn that up just a tad bit. Or, you know what I'm saying, you get my famous one who started it all. When I first started the channel was the Price is Right thing. Without any further ado, let's get in. Who is first to catch the horn tonight? Let's let this wheel get that spin on. Spin on. And first one to drop down. Oh, my goodness. It looks like it's going to be DannySwift.com. Man, you are out of here.
You are out of here.
But thank you for coming out, man. Even though it said we have a winner, you are not the winner. You're just off the board. He said the wheel of misfortune when it comes to me, except that one time I won. So it's not always a misfortune. Let's keep it rude. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Who is next to catch the flex? And it will be my man, Vic, is out of here. I'm hoping he have a good time with his wife and those babies. All right, good people. Let's keep it going. Let's push. Let's see. I hope the next one is like my Dean. I love to see him lose, so I can go ahead and hit that button. Like, you out of here. And it was so close, but it will be my kid in my classroom with his enormous nose and metal mouth teeth. It is Roderick.
You are out of here.
He is out of here. Thanks, Roger, for coming through, my brother. But you off the board. Who is next to catch the flex? Who else is next? And it looks like it's going to be Doug Dan Run Boogie Gunda.
You lose.
You are out of here, my brother, from another mother. I appreciate you, all that you do. Come back, man. See us more often, man. Don't forget, don't be strangers. Don't be a stranger. All right. Who is next to catch the flex? And it will be my home girl, my home biscuit, a geeky chick is out of here. Tell Ben I said hello. All right, we'll keep it pushing, good people. We'll keep it pushing. Pushing. It's my Dean Jamil Goodlow. You
are out of here.
this will out to get me every time. Oh, man. Doug says, this wheel's out to get me every time. No, man, it's not that, man. You see, the wheel be mad because, you know, you haven't been around a long time, so you figure like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and get him early. All right, we will keep it pushing. 16 people left on the stream. Who is next to catch the flex? And it will be, what did the sheep say, Joseph? Bye. Bye, Joe. See you later, buddy. That was my son. He got the boot. All right. Who is next to catch the flex? And it will be Quay 311. You are
It's all there, black
outta
and white,
here.
clear as crystal. You
get
get
nothing.
You
You lose.
Good
day,
day,
sir.
sir.
I mean, that don't never get tired. All right, good people. Let's see who's next to catch the flex. We'll keep it pushing. It's coming down. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Griff somewhere on the board.
You are out of here.
Thank you very much. But he is still on the board, ladies and gentlemen, because you can be just like Chris and not only watch us currently on YouTube, but if you sign in and chime in from your Twitch account, you also have another chance to win. That's how Chris keeps it pushing. All right, who's next to catch the flex? And it looks like it will be my boy Cool Breezy. Cool Breezy. You lose. And you out of here. Thank you, my brother. Hope you have a good night, good week, and all that good stuff. And who is next to catch the flex? And it will be my brother from another mother. It will be Stevie M. Has bit to dust. Steve M. Appreciate you, my brother. Enjoy those Bitcoins you get from your boy, Aaron Rodgers. But the show must go on. All right, and next, it looked like it's going to be Sir Dandu has been blown off the map. He is out of here, good people. We'll keep it pushing. Pushing. Who is next to catch the flag? It looks like it's CMG. Let's give him his sound effect, please. He gets blown off the map as well. CMG, my brother is streaming on his channel. Go check him out. CMG is funny, man. He has his own YouTube. Charlie Man. Is it Charlie Man Gaming? SOC, System on a Chip. My brother from another mother, you are out of here. For the famous words of my boy Peter Griffin. We're going to keep the ball rolling. We down to 8 people, but we cutting it in half. The world is going. You know what? 90s won last week. He cannot win this week, but he will still get the horn. Because he's out of here. Let's keep it pushing. The time is 11:57, good people. Made it to midnight. Tonight, did you want to think you're a nasty girl? There's a lot of Chris. Oh man, your second. The Twitch channel has bit the dust. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a sound effect, buddy. Thanks for coming out tonight. We're down to 6 people. Make it right. All right, who's next to catch the flex? And it looks like it's gonna be my man from Chi-Town. CT, are you with me? Oh yeah, get that horn because he really don't care. CT, are you with me? My brother is off the board. All right, good people. We're down to 5 people left. Tommy D, represent FSU, Fair State University in the building. My man Alfred, newcomer from last week. He is back on the block. TS, Nintendo Gamer, another former winner, is on the scene. We got my man Benj, another former winner. And Gorilla Tactics also won. We just giving away all the goodness. We got 5 people. It's going to be 1 winner. Let's go, good people. Let's keep it pushing. Don't forget to follow your boy on Instagram at GamingDad3 and on Twitter at Gaming_Dad3. And the next one to leave is my man Alfred.
You are
Out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our famous Final 4. Up in the yellow, we have TS Nintendo Gamer. In the red, we got my boy Gorilla Tactics with the funny jokes. Tommy D, still representing that FSU love in the building. Benj representing the blue. 4206. Let's go. Who's next to catch the flex? We're down to our last Final 4. And I don't know who's next, but somebody is about to go. Who's the first one to get blown? Oh, Gorilla Tactics. Get that explosion. Off the board you go, my brother. Appreciate you and all that you do. And we're down to our final 3. Who's the next? They had to get up and go pee. It looked like it's going to be TS Nintendo Gamer. You out of here, my brother. All right, good people. We're down to our final 2. It's Tommy D and Benj. Benj is back on the scene. Who was next to catch the flex? Let me get my sound effects. And drum roll, please. And tonight's winner will be Tommy D. Benj is off the board. Goodbye, Benj. And tonight's winner is Tommy D. Fair State University in the building. Has just won your $10 eShop card or $10 e-card of your choice. Just let me know what it is. It might be PlayStation. All you got to do, man, is follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3 and send me a comment and say, hey, you know what? Gaming Dad, where my money? And I will send you over the code via Twitter or on Instagram at GamingDad3. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy. Yes, Tommy D still on the screen. You won, my bro. Look at you. That's all you do. You jumped in, you win. That's how we do it. Hey, all I can do is say, hey, you know what? You won, my brother. So let me know, man. You might not have a Nintendo Switch, but if you have one, I'll get that card out to you. Just shoot me a message, man. I know you follow me on Facebook as well, man. Shoot me a message on Facebook. And just say, hey, Dave, you know what, man? Give me my money, man, if I beat you up. Oh, man, but that'd be great, Tommy. I'm glad you won tonight, man. First time, man, a newcomer. This is the first stream in over 2 years where a newcomer has come on day 1 and won. That's saying something special, man. I'm glad we got that winner tonight, man. But good people, man, this is your boy, Gaming Dad. We come to the end of this stream, man. It's 12:01 a.m. It's already the 2nd. And those of you who pre-ordered World War Z on your Nintendo Switch can start to download that bad boy. Legit, send him that message. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make sure you get it. Now I would tell you won't get it if you want something different than Nintendo Switch. You won't get it tomorrow. You'll get it on Wednesday. I'll send it out to you because I won't be in a spot to be able to pick those cards up in the next couple of days. I'm gonna be busy with basketball. but I will pick it up on Wednesday, and I'll shoot you a picture of it and send it out to you. So just don't forget, man, to send me that message. Either you can send it on Facebook, because I'll get it on Facebook to say, yo, Dave, where my money at? And tell me which one you want. You know, if you don't have a Nintendo eShop account, but you have PlayStation, I'll get you a $10 PlayStation card. Quay311, man, I'm glad, man, you was still on the stream, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Go ahead and enjoy your family, man. Hug them up tonight. Get you some play on. Hey, man, you guys keep me in your prayers this week, man. These weeks to come, man, they're gonna be pretty engaging for me, man. Just kind of making things happen. But I think it's gonna, at the end of the day, it's gonna be for the positive. The Bible talks about, being in seasons. And sometimes, you're in a season of giving. Sometimes you're in a season of receiving. Sometimes you're in a season of hardship. And sometimes you're in a season of greatness. So I just hope, I pray that I operate in the season of greatness, even when the world might think I'm in the season of despair. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all great people. Y'all hope y'all have a wonderful week, man. May God be with you with everything that you do. And in great fashion form, I should always have this prepared, but I never do. I never get to a point where I get all this stuff taken away. I got to go back and search for the stream. But your boy has found it. All right, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad. Have yourself a wonderful week, and I am out. Peace. Peace.